From Godric to Runeswick, we all know a blight. We've lost and we're taken from all walks of life. No matter your tale, no matter your home, we all are wayward souls. We drink and we fight, it's all in good fun. The Kraken we serve, he all makes us one. We sweat and we bleed, neath the blistering sun, until the day is done. There's wind in our sails, the past at our backs. We're quick to throw hands when our foes attack. With arms at our side, our sword in our gun, our guile will not waver until we have won. Though our histories differ, our presence the same. We all had our places we needed to flee. Now we are your tale, now we are your home. We all are wayward souls.
Hi! Hello! How's everybody doing? The fuck is up? We're live on the internet? Things tested earlier. Some people were very confused when I went live. I had like 4 people that were all brand new to the game, or like brand new to the stream, that were like, hey, how's it going? Oh, first time finally able to catch a stream. They're all from Europe. And I'm like, ha! Nervously looks at title that says test, category that says test, live notification that says I'm testing things. Why are people here? But yeah, we're here. We're ready to play some D&D. Things are good. I fiddled with the audio, but can I get Flint to talk, please? I need chat to tell me if they're too loud or too quiet. Flint, speaketh. Sprechen Sie.
I'm muted.
Ah.
God damn it. Hi. How's it going? It's me, your boy, Flint. Yeah.
Kadan?
Bubble buoy, Howard Stern's penis, bubble buoy.
Okay. Magnus?
Yes, hello, I'm Magnus.
Malachi.
Sweet Caroline. Bum, bum, bum.
Bop, bop. Oh, I'm off.
And Mint?
Hello. I could really go for some rats or mice right about now.
Uno?
There's something on the screen.
Yeah, it's, I'm adding Asta.
Yeah.
And, Asta?
Hello.
Okay. Malachi's kind of quiet. Mint is good.
It's the
Right.
Asta stream now.
The,
Has that to
It looks like
say
he was
something.
taking over.
He's true to size.
Welcome to my talk show.
it's just a talk show. It's like, live from Lower Lythandriel. It's Oh, I didn't know about that, with your host, Asta. And he just like shows up, and it's just people telling him about stuff, and he just goes, oh, I did not know about that.
Oh, I did not know this. What do you mean the
Love
ocean is
him.
vast? There's 11 of them?
Oh, God.
It's common practice to wash your hands after using the bathroom, Master.
I did not know about that. Right on my pants.
Please wash your hands after using bathroom.
Right? I thought you just wiped hands on pants.
Yes, I knew quite a few that didn't even... They just went and ate food right after. I was quite horrified. It was a terrible experience. I just wanted to leave immediately.
Listen, how do you know they did not just wipe hands on pants? Hands very clean. We are
Maybe.
wearing them.
All right, I've turned up Mal and Uno. You just shake the bacteria away. Ooh. Okay. So, are we all good? Are we all ready? Quickly thanking today's sponsors. of both Tabletop Witchy as well as Gamerzips, and we'll hear more about them later. But getting right into it. As we last left off, our courageous, newly appointed vanguard of the Wayward Sun went into the storage caves of the Kraken's Grotto, clearing them out in an unexpected manner, with negotiations and the fear of a feral beast. They managed to talk down most of the pirate hunters. Kadan negotiating with Alicent Dubois. She would give herself up in order for her men, as the great leader that she is, to get away safely. And the party kept their word. Her men left. She was in shackles. But this entire display wasn't without its hiccups. As the moons began to rose while plans were being made to take these caves before the negotiations took place, a feral beast rose within Malachi as he shifted, his bones cracking, turning into a ferocious and feral lichen, taking off and even almost attacking his new friends. As these moons were rising, as Malachi was turning and shifting, high on the cliffs, attempting a different plan, Kadan and Magnus heard the sounds of someone else, going through a very similar circumstance. After the pirate hunters were dispatched from the storage caves, the party returned to this makeshift shell. Fuck. Trying their best to get it open, the Kraken came to them, meeting them up at a place he tries to keep secret, and gave an ultimatum. Those who wish to know exactly what this was, he'll tell them. He'll be honest and open, but you're part of the crew. No negotiations, no questioning, no turning back. Malachi and Flint stayed and learned some very damning information. Not only are Cobb, the Kraken, my fucking OBS froze for a second and I almost freaked out. Not only Cobb, the Kraken, and Sinclair are all cursed with lycanthropy, but they're burdened with not being undead, but being denied death itself. No matter how they perish, it seems they wake up every day at dawn, their wounds healed over, but death still takes its toll. A few days are going to pass, and we're going to go over a few different things, but over everything that transpires over the next kind of few days. Magnus, you're going to read the rest of your book, learning as much information as you can from the series of letters and journal entries that Sinclair and some others wrote. As well as, does anybody else have anything else planned over the coming days that they specifically want to do? That's kind of more in line with reading a book. Like, you want to meditate on something, you want to try to learn something, attune to something, anything of that sort?
I
I sent you my list.
Yes, I know. I have your list. You don't have to have a list.
Okay.
I'm just
It was-
neurotic.
I am a simple man. I will tend to my flowers
Okay.
and vegetables. And I will practice with Mori my new feat that I took.
Okay.
Does this include like talking to people? Like
Yeah.
Not. This is not include talking to people. This
I
is
was about
just
to
like
say.
things that don't involve RP that are like strictly you're going to spend time doing this. So like he's going to learn his feat. Magnus is going to be reading his book. If someone's like, I'm going to collect seashells, like I'm not going to role play out seashells with you. You're just going to go off and collect them. Little downtime things. No talking to
Okay.
anyone. Little like
Well,
menial tasks.
Malachi's gonna make bone jewelry.
Okay. Can I get
Nice.
a
Oh fuck!
give me just roll a d20.
I'm gonna use my new D20. That
Hell
I
yeah.
got.
So just to go over for those that were there, what you learned of the Kraken is they are cursed with lycanthropy. The Kraken, Cobb, and Sinclair, just because it has been a week. And we were like shoehorning things in, trying to end the session. The three of them are cursed with lycanthropy from their time on Titan's Claw Island. And as a way of serving out life sentences, the crew that they were conscripted to, called God's Mongrels, some ritual was done where they are bound to an item, causing them not to die. None of you are really versed in Arcana, so you can't really know what or how someone would do that. But you can understand that it is very agonizing. He also shared with those of you that were there, his daughter, the same curse passed down to his daughter, and she is also afflicted with a disease, which is why she's locked away.
Can I just also add that like Mint would have stayed? I don't know if I even said anything at that time when everyone was deciding if they stayed or went, but she already kind of considered herself part of the crew anyway.
Yeah, we kind of went over that. Like, you were already part of the crew, so he just didn't really give you a choice. Like, if you had walked away, like, that wouldn't have changed. She's like, nah, you're still part of the crew. Like, we need a navigator. The other one's still hanging from the figurehead.
Fair, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So, first things first, it'd be Una. What was your role on the bones, Malachi?
This is just a flat roll.
Just a straight roll.
That was 18.
Yeah, you're able in a couple days. You're able to make the jewelry that you're wanting to make with the small assortment of bones you've collected, with also some you already had. Okay, Una. It's the next morning after the negotiations took place. Alison Dubois has been taken to the stockades. The crew is gathering for the day. And you're still just up on the rocks, watching the sunrise. Feeling the warmth of the sun slowly rise across your skin. What are you doing? Why have you stayed?
I want to go back to the doors. Yeah, I want to head back over there. And I was about to say, are we allowed to move?
Yeah, you can move now.
I do not see my mini. I did not know where I am. I don't even have the thing to click.
Oh. Boop. 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 There you go. You should see her now.
I'm live. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm gonna head back towards the doors over here.
You would see the Kraken just lying on the steps.
Great. No one's around? Everyone left?
Everyone is gone. Unless someone chose to stay there, everyone is gone.
I don't know if I would have just left the Kraken there. I don't know if I'd be there, but
Sinclair, if you would have tried to pick him up, Sinclair would have told you to leave him.
then I would have stayed with him then.
Okay. I will grab you.
Yeah, I did not know he just got left there.
Yeah. No, he wants to be there. Whoop. Also, peep the new Kadon mini.
Ooh.
I made him better. Oop.
Just be like sitting on the steps.
Oh god.
Oh.
Oh Jesus.
Sorry, I was trying to move you, and you were trying to move you.
There you go.
All right. Also, the new Uno mini.
Oh.
And Flint.
Oh.
Uno, Flint, and Kadon, I redid their minis.
No.
I just sort of gestured to him on the ground, looking at Kadon.
This is new to me as well. I have never seen him do this before. Kind of just like tap him with my foot.
Doesn't move. You know he's not breathing.
He has not breathed since he died. With this.
He's dead.
He is dead.
She looks very confused.
Oh, yeah, you were not up here when this happened, were you?
No.
I cannot share Kraken's secret, but he'll be back.
He'll be back?
Yes. I kind of just gesture with my hand.
So he kind of rolls over, and this black bile just spills out of his mouth. It steams as it touches the wood steps.
I gotta help him up.
He just leans kind of back on the steps. It takes your hand to just kind of sit up a bit, but stays sitting. So he rubs his chest, specifically just over his heart. He looks over at you, Uno, the raised eyebrow. Looks back to you, Kadon. Did you wait here all night for me, both of you?
No.
Only I did.
Kadon. Actually, are you alright?
Me? I'm fine.
Alright, Kadon. I hate to ask this of you now, because I assume you're worried, but could I speak to him alone?
As long as he is breathing, I am okay. I just do not want to leave him alone. I will go take my leave.
Alright.
I give ample listening space. I'm not playing an eavesdropper this game.
Ample listening space.
Or ample talking space.
I come over.
He's
I
just-
offer him my water skin.
He takes it, like, takes a swig, not putting his lips to it, but, like, pouring it into his mouth, kind of rinsing, spitting, and then takes a drink, still not putting it to his lips. He's leaned back just on the steps, forearms kind of rested on a higher step. He's just lounging.
Once he's done, I've wanted to speak with you with no one around, and I guess now's my opportunity. Because I don't want to talk to the captain. I want to talk to you.
He smirks, hands you back your water skin,
I'll
and
take it.
gestures for you to carry on. Doesn't say anything. Just listens.
After everything I've seen and heard, I wanted to ask myself, which is it? Are you a good man, or are you the devil?
Depends on when it's convenient. Depends on when it is suited. Depends on when I need to use the man I fabricated or the man that I am. The seas are never the same. The wind. Everything is different, depending on where you go, depending on the time of day, the time of year. The man I am is just the same. There is no easy answer for it.
She's gonna look back towards the doors. I was coming to pray at these doors. What I heard last time I was here sounded familiar.
She is not a prisoner. I do not keep her for my amusement. I don't keep her in a cell because I fancy that thinking. Because he stops himself, sighs. It is not like you. It is not like Kadon. She is in there for the safety of everyone else.
She's hurt, and I can't really ignore that.
Neither can I. But there's nothing I've been able to do.
I'm just gonna kind of look him over, actually, this time, instead of just mean mugging him. Do I see any, like, symbols on him or anything?
He has a number of tattoos, scars. A lot of his tattoos are kind of like peeking out from rolled up sleeves and like open shirt and his jacket. He has a kind of circular serpent that's consuming itself on his abdomen. He has you can see like a sparrow and some clouds on his forearm. He has a number of little tattoos and scars you can see, but nothing you directly recognize.
I think that would stand out to me, huh?
Make a medicine check.
Oh, okay. Blech. 9.
9?
Actually, can I roll that with my actual dice?
Yeah, you don't have to roll in here unless we're doing combat.
That's much better. I only have a +1, actually. 17.
A lot of his scars should be fatal. Stab wounds directly through the chest. He has a scar up his one wrist that goes from like the wrist up to about the middle of his forearm almost. Clearly self-inflicted. A lot of his scars should be what has killed him.
I'm gonna sort of hold out my hand for the side of his wrist scar. Can I see your arm?
He just holds out his hand.
I look at it, sort of move anything out of the way, make sure it's
Moving his
fully healed.
bracelets. It's old. It's a prominent scar. It's deep, but it's old.
I'll drop my my mean little face sort of back to my deadpan, maybe even a little bit soft if anyone could even recognize that. All right. I'm going to speak and you're going to listen and let me finish because you seem like the type that doesn't know how to shut up.
He smirks. He just gets this little like, all right. Fair enough.
Thank you. Thank you for saving me from that ship. However, I'm never going to be a part of this crew, and I don't intend to rely on you. I will learn all that I can to survive on my own from you and your crew, so that I can save my mentor like he saved me. With that being said, I do not care how much stronger you are than me, or whatever vision you have of yourself in your head. Because I won't rely on you, or be your crew, you can call on me. I've seen and felt what it's like to be beyond hopeless. If you need someone to save you, even from yourself, I will. Call on me and I'll help you.
He just stares at you. Am I allowed to speak now?
I just nod.
I appreciate the gesture. And to be completely frank, I do not need you a part of my crew. And I'm glad you do not care for me or answer to me. There's only one thing I expect of you. He turns and looks towards where Kadan was. I want you to look after him.
I will.
No, the way your mentor, he cared for you, even when you didn't understand it. He made sure you lived every day. He made sure you ate, slept, sulked or scowled at the right people. This is right. I want you to do the same for him. I am not always going to be by his side. And I don't know who he trusts amongst the Vanguard. I don't know who he trusts on our own crew other than Mori. And I wish to see him. I wish him to exceed any sort of teachings I've given him.
I'll do my best. Should lurk back at the door again. You don't need to tell me anything. The way you speak of her seems difficult for you. you need help with anything, if she's hurt and needs someone to help her, I will.
We can't risk you getting sick. The disease she suffers from is far too contagious.
I unhook the holy symbol from my belt, sort of just hold it in my hand. As not only a servant of Bahamut, but a paladin in general. My mentor taught me that in times of plague, in times of disease, and in the old text, it's always paladins that come to help the diseased and ill and sick. We have a sort of divine health that keeps us from suffering those sorts of things. And I'll put it back on my belt.
A few days. Once everybody has time to rest. Maybe. Maybe we'll see what you can do. See who has the stomach to look her in the eyes.
I know what it's like when people don't want to look you in the eyes.
Uno, there's a difference between looking the horrors of humanity in the eyes as he looks at you, and the horrors of beyond as he looks at the door. A man did that to you. The gods did that to her. There's a difference.
If I can't face what's done by man or any god, I should just give up on helping anyone. Nothing will scare me from helping those that need it. And again, I'm not trying to force your hand. But I'm here.
He nods. He turns and walks up the stairs. And leaves.
I'm gonna pray at the doors.
Okay.
Pray for this person.
Okay. Any other conversations over the next few days?
Would Asta ask for another therapy session?
Therapy
He saw you. He'd just be like sitting out on the beach.
If he saw me, is that what you said?
If he saw you at all, he's mostly spending his time between eating a lot of food in the tavern and the beach.
Cute.
Magnus is quite inquisitive. He kind of explores the area he's living in or whatever. He wouldn't just be... He'd spend a lot of the time reading his book, but he'd be going out for walks and stuff, just looking around.
Okay.
I would speak to Kadon.
Okay. Any other conversations?
But if someone else wants a turn, be like,
Yeah, I'm gonna go to you and Kadon's conversation after some other people have them tax.
I want to talk to Flint
Okay.
and Mint.
Okay.
Mint wants to talk to Mel.
Okay. You feel free to move about where you are. I think I need to give permission to Asta. Yeah, I do.
I don't know where I am.
If you click on your portrait, it'll take you to you, and
I think I'm still werewolf now.
Uh,
I'm
oh.
going to
yeah, you are.
a cavern.
Slipping.
Yeah,
Slip. I do improv.
yeah, you're schlepping. Boop.
Oh, there
Boop.
I am.
Oh, we can just have therapy session right here.
Yeah, you guys are.
Oh, look like Austin's like this.
Hold on.
It's
Where's...
just on the ground.
I'm like, all right.
Wait, you're on the ground?
Well, I moved her, but
Oh.
she's still in sleep mode.
Oh, so if you right click your character, you can go status and it'll take them off of knockdown.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. That's why I'm sideways, like being
Yeah,
like one of your
you're
French girls.
Yeah, you're sideways because you're napping.
I gotta fly back over to the ground. Oh god, don't fall in the water. Oh god.
Oh,
Mm.
All right.
Oh,
Are you guys having?
Did you take my mini?
I did not. Are you guys having therapy session upstairs?
No, I think it's on the beach. I think
Oh,
you said
okay.
Austin's at the beach.
All right. So, I guess it'd be Flint and Malachi.
Where you at, Mal?
oh, I'm being dragged.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I
I
just
see you.
I just brought you down a bit
Hey,
because you were standing up on the bunk bed.
there's too many people in here. Fuck out of here.
How do I raise my mini?
Hold Alt and then just up and down. So there's a door. That's why you can't get out. You can't drag through the walls.
Fine.
Where's the door?
It's over here.
Oh god.
If you take the roof off the building by dragging your little like green thing, it's a lot easier to maneuver through the building.
Oh.
I'm going through like a civilized person, I guess.
Actually, I don't think there is a beach here.
There's
Is that the beach?
Consider that entrance to the cave.
the entrance to the cave is like the beach. That's like the only beach. It's like rocky, sandy.
Yeah. I'm very...
Oh, I fell. I
Hideaway.
fell.
You in the water?
Oh shit.
Nice little hidey hole.
Glug glug.
Oh wait, I see myself. Wait.
Yeah, the water's not too deep. There is one place where the water's like 90 feet deep, and I'm like, oh god.
How do I raise myself up?
You grab yourself and then you hold Alt or sorry, Control, Control and up and down.
Okay. Cool. Alright.
While everybody's moving around, I'll turn on this.
Backwards man, backwards man.
Ooh, I'm gonna be here.
All right. So Flint. Also, the new Flint mini looks good. You're stained in blood. You got a scar on your
Hell
face
yeah.
now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. So the two of you wake up in your bunk beds. Malachi having the top bunk, Flint having the bottom. Who gets up first? Like, who initiates this conversation and takes you all the way over here to have it?
Are you a heavy sleeper or no?
I would imagine that Flint would have probably gotten up first.
Okay.
Yeah. And was out here kind of looking at the water and playing his violin.
Sure. As you're playing, Malachi comes up to you.
I seem to be catching you just playing, huh?
Oh. It's kind of my one source of peace, and I think we can all attest that we kind of need some peace right now.
Would be nice, huh?
Yeah.
Well. How you feeling after last night?
I'm all right. I think I'm part of the crew now. I think I am excited to hopefully find out who the hell killed Gil. And get some closure. So Yeah. That's really all I don't know. I'm scared too, I guess. Because I don't know what's coming. I don't know. I don't know if I've got what it takes to be part of the crew. But I'm here anyway.
You know, I was thinking about it, the way that the whole conversation happened.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it feels like the captain baited you.
Yeah? What do you mean?
Telling you that it could help you find the person who did it.
Yeah, I guess, but what would he want with me? I clearly haven't contributed to much.
Well, that's what I'm
thus
trying
far.
to learn. He seemed pretty keen on getting your attention the other day, too. The ship and all.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And man, with the stuff with Maxon,
Exactly.
why would we go back for Maxon? Just for Maxon to show me that he had bad intentions? That's a fair point.
A show of faith, but the captain doesn't really seem like that type of person now. But I could be wrong.
Who knows? Guess I don't know. Maybe it wasn't the right choice, but at the same time, like, if we can get to the bottom of who killed Gil, I gotta do it.
Wait.
Yeah, I mean, we, the crew, he said he knew he could help me. It's us together. Yeah.
And what if he was lying?
Maybe. I don't know.
Would you be okay with that? Just being part of the crew?
I don't know. I mean, at the same time, it's being a part of the crew is a means for me to stay out of the places that I'm being hunted down for, even if it isn't right. I mean, like you said earlier, if I'm already wanted, might as well go big, right?
Fair enough. I can't blame you.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of feel like I don't have any other choice at this point.
Not many of us do. Well, we're stuck with it now.
Yeah. What? Why did you choose to join? You had a choice just as much as me.
You know, I've been thinking about that too. And I don't know.
Malachi.
Yeah.
You feel something bite your ankle.
Ah!
You take 1 point of damage.
Oh, what? Is it mango?
It's lemon. As you see a
Lemon.
small turtle just like bites down hard onto like just above your hoof.
Ah!
It's like hanging on.
Yeah.
I like lift up my my leg a little bit.
Just hangs there and then drops.
Oh, well, don't pick him up.
She recedes into her shell and peeks out slowly.
Interrupt my conversation.
What a silly turtle.
Hey, alone. How big is the turtle?
It's pretty small. Like it's like, you know, about palm sized. It's like the size of a normal turtle. It's not terribly big right now. But it's kind of warmed up to you. It's just sitting in your hand. It's relaxing. It's kind of like looking at your fingers, seeing if you have food behind any of them.
I'm just gonna hold the turtle while I'm talking.
The downside of, depending on where you go, being, you know, who you are, animals will just show up to you and want your attention.
I'm gonna like pet the back.
Just kind of relaxes, falls asleep a bit.
I don't know. If I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I think I was feeling a lot of things, and it all kind of built up into something, and I'm learning.
Yeah. I guess, yeah, well,
Whether it's a mistake or not, I'll figure
Yeah.
it out.
yeah. And hey, I mean, being part of the crew can't be all bad if, you know, we got people looking out for each other. Kind of grins over at Mel.
I've been a part of groups before. The whole got each other's back thing doesn't always apply.
Call me naive, but I mean, I don't see where I would ever not have yours.
That's why I like you.
Malachi,
Do you-
oh, sorry.
No, I like you too, man.
You hear a horn. Ship approaching! Back on the beach. Magnus, as you kind of head over and you're walking around and just kind of getting a lay for the area, you return. The tents have all been taken down. The few little dinghies that remained have been scuttled and sunken, stripped for the wood. And as you walk over, it's a nice little kind of rocky beach. You see Asta standing there, his feet in the water, just looking out at the ocean.
Oh. Hello there.
Oh, so you're the first person to come over here after, other than me, it would seem.
I was just going on for a bit of stroll and getting a bit of the scenery in.
I like to come out here. It's nice and quiet.
It is. Aside from the birds, but the birds of this region are always quite pleasing to listen to, I find. Better than that of the deep jungle where it's just a constant cawing and you can't hear nothing but.
I mean, I would like to see deep jungle as well. This is first beach and ocean, so I'm just kind of taking it all in.
Oh, don't get me wrong, it's great, but, I just lived there my whole life, and, well...
Can't be any more bustling than the circus I was in. Probably just as loud. Maybe less loud, because not so many birds there. More like people that squawk.
I kind of like that, though. You see, I grew up in a bit of a smaller village myself, and, well, there were quite a number of people there, but it wasn't anything like a big human city. But you come from a city.
I do not know.
Well, where were all these people you speak of?
I was part of circus, so we travel around lots. We didn't stay one place. It's more like freak show than circus. You know.
Oh, that's right. And you joined the circus. They found your egg, is that right?
Farmer found me after I hatched. I lost confused, did not know where I was, and then sold me because I shiny. Thought worth money. Then I was in circus.
I see. And what did you do at the circus?
I sat in cage and had people, gawk at me for my shiny scales. And then the ringleader got CryptidEyez and started peeling scale off me to sell as trinket.
Oh. Well, that sounds horrible.
I did not really feel very nice. But as you can see, all my scales intact because they grow back really fast. Still not very pleasant experience.
No, at least it didn't cause any permanent damage, that's good, but... That's quite an odd circus. I'm familiar with circuses doing shows, not just keeping things in captivity just to stare at. This seems... I don't know.
More or less, not really like show circus. He would just capture and transport around weird things. People called it freak show, so I was technically freak in cage that they wanted to stare at because we don't know what I am.
I picture Asta saying this with like the biggest, happiest smile.
It's literally, he's just so happy go like he doesn't know anything else, right?
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus. Poor boy.
Other than that, they would just make me fight other big things in pit. And that's where I got really strong until flex.
This does not sound like a very nice circus at all.
Oh.
It sounds like a traveling prison wagon.
Possibly, but I do not know any way of life other than that. So
Do you remember the name of the circus? Usually they have like a name of the troupe or something. The performers.
He'll, like, clear his throat, put his hands on his hips. Welcome to the Laughing Sun, where you'll be leaving bright-eyed and smiling by looking at all the wonders in their cages.
The Laughing Sun. Have I ever heard of a traveling circus like that?
No, not really. Like Lythandriel, or Southern Lythandriel, for the most part, is kind of at wartime, so there's not much traveling. But even when there's not, most things are traveled by ferry, as going through the jungles is very dangerous. Because the lizard people are real hostile to anybody who comes into their jungle.
Have I ever even seen a circus or heard of a circus?
You've heard of circuses, but they're like they just pop up once a year in a town, and like it's people that live there, and it's usually like they'll sail in certain performers or bards. Like they're nothing as grandiose as like certain traveling circuses. Other parts of the world, or other parts of Lythandriel do have circuses, but your area, it's very much like a local fair coming to town, where they get local workers and then they bring a bard and they perform a show, and then the bard leaves, the workers tear down, and then they go home the next day. Nothing to his nature.
No, okay.
Have you heard of the circus that was part of? It's apparently pretty famous in those parts.
And what parts exactly again? That was Arkamal, or where else did it go? No, I never heard of it. I've only ever seen of. I think I only ever saw one circus in my life, and not too experienced with them.
Oh, Angus Montier always said we are the biggest, best circus in all of Ebonvale and Ekamar.
Ebonvale and Arkamal. Very distant lands. Maybe one day I will see it. What? And you are from there. So how did you manage to cross the Great Expanse?
What'll you see? Accident in fighting pit when my innate lightning abilities kicked in. I zapped my protectors, he'll air quote it, to death by accident when they were trying to shove me back in cage after harvesting, and then I was beaten and then stuffed in crate and sold because it's considered too dangerous now. So they couldn't use me for traveling show, so they figured they sell me and I go fight in some big arena somewhere.
And did you? Or is that kind of when he came upon you in the boat, I suppose?
That is when you guys found me. On the sheep on their way.
Oh.
Yee.
Yee.
Oh, have I actually shown you my rock? I do not remember.
Oh, a rock? No, I don't believe you showed me a rock.
He'll reach into his coat pocket and just chuck this like palm-sized rock over.
It's this little kind of rough stone. That you can see like a faint symbol that's like kind of naturally in it. That's some type of like granite or some type of stone that's like dim, almost black, but not like almost black, but not quite. Like it's got no real color to it. It's just dark, and most of the symbol is like covered. You can't really make it out. You can just tell that there's some type of pattern in the stone.
Can I discern whether the pattern is, or at least not what it is entirely, but can I recognize if it's like half of the shape of maybe a religious symbol or an arcane rune?
Make a religion or an arcana check.
I'll probably do religion. I'm guessing that's better. +5. Yeah, and 3 arcana, so religion. Is a 14.
Nothing that you recognize. It does look like it's supposed to. It does look unique and not like it's just kind of a fancy rock formation. Like you didn't find Jesus in toast. Like it's very clearly purposeful and not just some type of odd phenomenon. But you don't know what it is. Looks kind of like a dragon head. You're not really sure.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
You know, can't really tell what that is. It's not a religious symbol. It's not an arcane sigil at all either. It does oddly look like a dragon's head, though. Did that ever occur to you?
Not really. I've never seen dragon before, so yes. Uno said rock is slightly divine, and no matter what Mint and I did to it, we could not scrub the soot off.
Really?
Oh,
Uno said she sensed a divine presence from the rock.
Yes, she said slightly.
How peculiar.
But look, it's fancy rock. No matter what I do, I cannot lose it. And he'll walk over, grab the rock from Magnus, and huck it out in the ocean.
So just
and be like, 3, 2, 1, and he'll reach into his pocket and it'll be back.
He pulls it out.
That wasn't just a circus magic trick.
No, here, you can try if you do not believe.
Okay. Magnus just
You just take it. You
Drop
just
it into the water. And I'll beam it like Austin did. Wait, how big is the rock?
it's like palm sized. It's not that big.
Oh,
Yeah.
so but it's like baseball?
Uh,
I was thinking like
yeah.
dollar coin.
It's like baseball. It's like baseball sized.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a palm sized stone. It's not super big, but it's not tiny either. It's not like a pebble. You just drop it in the water. Asta pulls it out of his pocket.
Cannot get rid of it. It came down. I found it by my pen when my lightning first struck the ground in front of it. Then there was this fancy rock. I picked it up because I was like, what is this? And then it just has stuck with me since. Cannot get rid of it.
Does that sound like divine intervention?
Yeah, like you've read enough about miracles and divine intervention that it does sound kind of along those lines. As the two of you are talking and you begin to ponder this, you hear ship approaching.
Oh.
Any other conversations? It was Uno and Kadan. Mint, you would hear.
I was about to say, I believe Mint wanted to talk to Mal.
Yes.
I can go first.
Mint, you are. Where are you? Are you still
Hanging
in your room?
out in my room.
All right. So due to the two of them being over there, you would hear the horn go, ship approaching. You've never been to the grotto, so you don't know if these are attackers, if these are friends, foes, more pirate hunters. So what do you do?
She's gonna be weary of it, but she'll still kind of leave an attempt to find Mal, even though.
Okay.
I guess good luck.
As you make your way downstairs, which you can do, or I can bring you downstairs.
It'd probably be easier if you want to just move her down.
All right. Hey, bye. Oh, yeah. I have lost you.
She's in a corner. Wait. We can do this together with the power of teamwork. Go down, Mint.
There we go.
Or just sit on the stairs. There we go.
There we go. Making your way downstairs, within the tavern, you see Chef preparing soup and kind of getting the day's lunch ready. Sinclair has a mess of books, scrolls, and a few empty tankards all at a table as they're kind of furiously writing and trying to work on something. You see the Kraken off in the corner, his feet up on the table, just reading a book. And Cicero is behind the bar just preparing drinks, and you'll watch him like mix a few things together, sip it, just, all right, and he like mixes more things in the same cup. You're not really sure what he's doing, but whatever it is, it clearly doesn't taste great. But you don't see Malachi.
Okay. She will just kind of assume how no one's making a big fuss that this is probably not that big of a deal having a ship come.
Mm-hmm.
But she'll go up to Sinclair and I guess just need a hem with anything? You look a little frustrated.
I'm all right. I have to greet the merchants. I assume that's who's here. She kind of tries to he kind of tries to like look towards the window, but he's just got this pile of books beside him. He just can't really like, you know, like you're too cluttered. You just have, if you move one thing, you're gonna knock it over. As he turns, just stops for a moment, breathes. Do you want to go greet the merchants? Gather the vanguard and whatever crew you can find on the way over. Buy anything if you want. Here. Reaches over, grabs a small pouch, and he tosses it to you.
Thank you.
And if they're not merchants, if they're people trying to shake us down, here, I need this back. Gives you a flintlock, hands it to you. Just shoot them.
Okay.
Right, sent a mass. It'll be done with. They won't come back. There's enough people around that others will start shooting.
Okay, I can do that for sure.
As you,
Go ahead.
I was just saying, as you make your way away from the table, you would see Malachi, you would see Flint, kind of over on the other docks, closer towards the ships themselves. Making your way over to them before you get directly to the ships. Mal, you would see Mint kind of walking up with a coin pouch in one hand and a gun in the other.
I'm like, imagine like I'm walking away from Flint.
Yeah, it would just be like just shortly after the horn blew.
I have a gun.
Hello, Mal. I was told to go greet the possible merchants that are here.
With a
If
gun?
merchants, I shoot them in the face. So
Alright.
yeah, Sinclair asked me to do so, and I should have, or told me to assemble a bit of a crew before I went. I also would like to speak with you, so would you care to join me?
Yeah.
Perfect. And I guess as we just start walking there, she'll kind of take a bit of a deeper breath.
Okay, so
Malachi's like obviously really stiff.
first things first, I really want you to know that my word has stayed true, and I do not look at you any differently. I simply wish I could have helped. It looked quite painful.
It was none of your... I don't know if there's anything you could have done.
I see. Is this something, like, maybe a stupid question, I suppose, but is this something that ails you? Are you looking for a cure?
I think so.
Well, I'm here to help, if I can do anything, that is.
You just being here is enough help as it is, but I'll take all the help I can get.
Of course. Just know that I'll always be there for you, Mal.
I'll be there for you, man. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner.
She just shakes her head. It's okay. It's hard to want to share stuff when you're afraid of the outcome. And she'll kind of just point at her mask. But I'm just glad that it wasn't detrimental to anyone that we cared about physically or to anyone's friendships.
Yeah. Still a bit thrown off. No one seemed that worried.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting, but I guess we'll take the lack of worry as a good thing.
I suppose. We'll just a bit, you know, between all of us.
I guess I guess we do have people like Asta who doesn't even really know what he is, so maybe just seeing seeing you turn into a gigantic wolf was no biggie, which is quite weird, but it's okay. That's
I guess that makes sense.
yeah. So I guess at least you're around the right type of people. I'm glad that they didn't release the hounds on you. No pun intended, I guess.
Well, considering I, you know, captain two other crews are also
Yeah, true.
afflicted.
Mm-hmm. What are the odds, really?
Yeah.
Maybe they'll have like Lycanthropy Anonymous or something.
I don't think they're the types to talk about that, huh?
Maybe not.
Hmm.
Well, I can start a meeting for you if you want. It would just be like probably us two, but you know, share your worries, share your woes.
We'll come back to that.
For sure, for sure. And she'll just kind of like do a little chuckle.
I made an AA in this world because of you like your little AA jokes that you made last campaign. And I was about to be like, that's not, it's not really a, maybe like switch up the wording on that. I'm like, nah, there is a blank anonymous, fuck. God damn it, Sarah.
Oh, first we got Dill.
Things you fucking add to my world.
You're welcome. Bows.
Does anybody seeing Kadan? You would see that the merchant ships have arrived. Does anybody go over to buy things? See what they have on to offer?
I gotta
Might
check
as
it
well.
out.
Oh, show.
Shopping episode.
Shopping episode.
Unless you think I'm doing
Shopping
something
and
on my
dialogue.
list.
Not at this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have 0 money in my possession, so no.
Well, I mean, you're kind of the boss's kid, so
I don't even know what he'd want.
You didn't
Yeah,
look
yeah, but you can just be like, I want this, and you know if you do want to buy something when merchant ships come along, that you don't pay
Daddy will give you money.
you don't pay for it, you just take it and then they pay for it.
Perhaps. I'm too invested in my flowers right now.
All right.
More flowers.
But there are 2 merchant ships. For those of you that are over here, I'll say, I'll take your time to drag and fly your minis over. But there's one merchant ship with heavy, large, billowing sails and a kind of balding ginger man who's a little portly, standing on the edge of his ship, who's like, it's so good to see friendly faces again. Hello, hello, hello. These nasty pirate hunters are gone. Yes, so good. He's
God, this guy's
just standing on the edge of his ship. He's kind of putting little hooks on the side where he can hang a few items. Come, if you wish to have anything, I have it for you. Or you can go to the other ship. The other ship has no spiel. It's simple, it's sleek, and almost militaristic in design. You see 3 shining, pearlescent-skinned women in red and orange dresses with this kind of soft purple shawl wrapped around their head, standing on the deck of the ship. The ship has a number of weapons in racks that can be visible, and a small kind of captain's hut towards the back that just has its doors, or its curtains closed currently, as the guards are just standing present and waiting. You can see that they have a veil wrapped over their eyes. They don't look to be... They're humanoid, but they don't look to be humans. Where does everyone go?
They look kind of scary.
They are a little spooky.
I mean, I was already working over here, so I'm here.
All
As
right.
Mal and Min come up and good morning.
Morning.
Hello, no.
Ken looks at Mal. How are you doing, little one?
All right.
Something about the idea of looking up, little one.
Yeah, Mal's like, okay.
Just kind of looks at Mint. What is he talking about? Kind of gestures to the man at the ship.
Just selling some wares. He seems like he's trying really hard to outweigh the competition over there. But who knows? Let's go check out what he has.
As you head on over to the kind of like portly ginger man, he's, "Oh, my first customers of today!" He does a little spin and then catches himself. Doesn't have the best of balance standing on the side of his small vessel. You can see his crew is just kind of very small, very quiet. A mercenary and a few people to man the ship for him. What are you looking for? I have everything that you could possibly want. Everything you could possibly desire.
I just actually just look back at Mint and Malachi and just kind of... I'm watching them. Just more of like a protective thing. Not really here to shop. Kind of curious.
You got clothes?
I have clothes, I have fabric, I have hats and boots and gloves. I have all types of things.
Alright.
I have even food, spices, tonics, alcohols. So he's like rubbing his hands together. He's like just kind of saying just like key things that he has to try to see what piques your interest. Not really sure. He's trying to kind of gauge like what kind of customer you are.
What types of fabrics you got?
Oh, I have the most exotic and imported silks. From the Sun Sea themselves, I have luscious and nice cottons from Carspater. I have all kinds. What are you looking for? Are you looking as he slides down the dock? He's fairly nimble for his kind of more round size. As he walks around you, he pulls out a small measuring tape and just like hoists it around your waist. Goes all the way up, and he can't quite reach to your height, but he tries his best. Are you looking for something as a cape? Or are you looking for a cloak to hide in the shadows? Or... No? Nothing? Oh, come on!
I remember what even my outfit is, like a vest. Is that a vest? Would you consider that a vest?
It'd be like a vested coat. Yeah.
Queen?
Vested coat, sure.
As you like describe this to him, he's like, "Oh, I have just this thing, but it would take a little bit of work to get it together and a little bit of sewing. Can you sew? These hands," he grabs your hands, "are not meant for sewing, but they look like they've sewn 1,000 stitches. Hands of war. Oh, the things you've seen." As he walks over and goes back to his boat, you hear some rummaging. And he comes back and he throws a bundle of fabric at you. Few different types.
I can help so.
I can sew too if you need help.
Really?
Oh, your own personal galley of seamstresses.
Would you both like to help me? Kinda need a new cover.
Of course.
The more the merrier.
I'll look for some fabric
As you're
that catches my eye.
and as you're kind of looking through his pile of fabrics, you end up finding a few different cuts. Not all the same size, but things that you can kind of piece together to make your outfit. Total would cost you about 10 silver for all of it.
How much money you got? Alright.
My silks, most of which are imbued with a special property that allows for a more adventurous lifestyle. I've personally patented it myself. I find adventurers go off and they get blown up and burnt and shot, and then they end up with holes in their clothes. So this is when you heal, it patches itself.
Does it rip?
It can, but it'll fix itself by morn.
All right.
It's a
Is he
wonderful
bullshitting
thing.
me? I insight
Make an insight check.
I was about to say that too. Can I insight into?
Are you fucking me?
I love this fucking stupid NPC.
I missed my plus.
That's a no for me. I got a
800
7.
Insight. I got a nat 20.
But he's telling the truth. He's a snake oil salesman, but yeah, he's telling the truth.
All right. I'll take it to Tensor.
Yes, for all the fabric you'd need to make your fit.
Sick.
Does anybody else like to do anything? Do you want to visit the other vendor? As you would see a Magnus. Are you over here now?
Yes.
Go check out over there too.
Coming out of the tavern, or the small hut itself, you would see this about
Whoa.
about 6'2", rather short Magnus. You would know this. Kroxakar. They are some of the Sakara people that live within the jungles of Lythandriel. Is a certain sect called the Kroxakar. They are crocodile lizard men, effectively. They're usually like the shortest one you've seen is 8'2". Like
What?
they're huge. They can
Dude, this guy looks so fucking cool.
They can get up to about 13 feet, as big as they can get. They're huge.
They got rats.
This one, a female, walks out, like I said, very short, but still muscular, wearing a orange and red dress that matches the guardians around them, has a large potted and rope-wrapped barrel on her back, and a number of rats just kind of follow her out, one perched up on her shoulder. She's got a blue tone to her skin with a kind of a soft beige offset accent color. And this NPC was designed by Khan.
Oh,
Sick. Good choice.
Yeah.
love that.
Or selected by Khan, and then we designed it on stream. Kadan, are you over here? No.
I'm watching.
You would recognize coming out of the tent, Talene Bagora. You've seen her come here before. She's done business with the Kraken. Usually sells some pretty interesting things now and again. Maury gets his seeds from her.
Just gonna sit down here and scritch at Mango right below me.
All right.
Mango.
Mango just kind of stretches out, kind of curls
I
up
have
next
mango
to you.
sense for 30 feet.
Do I still have the turtle?
Yeah, you'd still have lemon.
Hell yeah.
Mango. Just like talking to Mango.
Mango would like meow whenever you talk to him.
I love that.
The one guardian steps out of the way. You can see that they are completely made out of this like pearl metal with golden kind of underlaying accents. They are warforged that look like porcelain dolls.
Really?
Tap Magnus on the back. What are those things? I've never seen them before, but they are very beautiful. They're shiny.
Beautiful.
Yeah, like perfect. Like no blemish, no scars. You know?
I guess since you described to me of them,
I
I've
touched
seen
my
them
face.
before.
You've never seen one of the Warforged before.
But I know of them somehow.
You've seen Warforged. You haven't seen these like porcelain doll ones, but you have seen the odd Warforged about. You know they all come from the continent of Dresden, which
Have
is
I ever seen crocodile people? Or
you've seen. Actually, no, you haven't.
oh shit.
Dresden is the
The-
tech place.
It's the big central continent, yeah, by Lythandril.
which like no one's been in.
Yeah, it's hard to get to as the shores are the shores are pretty protected.
They are a very elusive bunch.
She steps up. Her rats flood onto the deck. You see a couple of the pirates that are here, like, oh fuck, as they like step off, and they all begin to kind of surround you, and then they pull back to her.
I kneel down to like offer my finger to whichever.
Like leans up and like sniffs. You hear her like mutter, "Colin, get back here." Hello. I know my associate likes to boast as much as she can, but he is, how you say, fucking loser. I have what you really search for. Pirates want glory, I have glory. You get glory in one way, by force. I see new faces here. What can I do for you? And she holds up Cornelius. Do you trust them? This blackened rat with a pink tail. The rat kind of turns and looks at you, and then looks back to her. She raises it to her ear, and then brings him back down.
Blackened? Is he like burnt?
No, like just like a black fur, where the rest of them are kind of like that brownish color.
Just a crispy rat.
Yeah, crispy rat.
Crispy rat. He's the Mario in the Guy movie.
I was in Parks and Rec.
I just go, what are you?
What?
You can't just ask
Exactly. Magnus just like, whoa. Malachi just passed on.
Come on.
She looks at you and just grins a big, like kind of spiked, toothy smile. I am a merchant.
What are those living statues? And he'll point to them.
These are my daughters, my protectors. They look after me as I looked after them.
I am very confused because they do not look like the same as you. How are they your daughters?
She like stops for a moment.
They're not really.
Hesitant with her words, and then not all family is blood. Exactly.
Oh no, I know families can be made different, but those are living statues, right?
They are not living statues. They are artificial beings that are living with a soul instead of squishy organs.
Where
So
does the
like
soul
a
come
possessed
from?
statue.
I did not make them, so I don't know.
Oh no,
don't
I
think
really
anyone
don't understand what's going on.
The Udo kind of like we share a look of like
got
I
it.
don't really know what's going on.
Can you just hold your racial curiosity for a moment and see what the fuck he's telling?
I thought you're supposed to ask
Udo
questions.
just Udo puts up her hands like I didn't say anything.
I want there to be like someone to keep track of how many like racial like.
Is that a
comments and
racist thing?
jokes he
Like,
made.
yeah. Oh my god.
Take another
Like a
one.
number tracker.
Yeah.
We're 5 for 5 now. Fucking every
corner of the street.
every episode. Was that a race thing? Is that a racial moment? Oh my god. I'll make a compilation at the end of the campaign. The gang gets racist.
I'll kind of pick up what everyone's putting. I'm sorry, don't mean to offend. It's just Asta and we're
Stupid. It's okay.
Uncultured, yes.
But they're very beautiful. And he'll look at Uno and be like, thumbs up, did I do good?
yeah, she'll just give one back.
They all kind of look to Asta and they give a nod. In sync, just in sync with each other. So, are
I
you
do not
looking?
like that.
Are you looking for items? Are you looking for armor, weapons of wondrous nature? What can Talene do for you?
Yes, possibly some wondrous artifacts if you do have any. I don't have a lot of
course.
cash on me. I've got 40 silver pieces. I'm not sure it can get me much. But I do have a shiny little sword I found that maybe I can barter with. And he'll pull out the +1 finesse rapier.
Oh, I could do something with these. Talene works in many ways. Trades, favors, gold, coin of any type. Please. What are you looking for? She takes the rapier and kind of looks it over. Kind of makes a bit of a sneer at it. It's not too fancy for her tastes, but she kind of puts it off to the side, hands it to one of the girls, and they go in turn. You see, as the shawl moves and the dress move, they have kopeshes tucked behind their back, which are these like kind of hooked, curved blades. You can see it on their minis.
I've heard of pearls that restore your magical stamina. Do you have any of those that this would possibly buy?
The only way of restoring a magical stamina that I am aware of is not something I carry on me personally. There is a vendor I know of. They are in a small town not too far from here. They sell it. It's edible. How you say? Oysters.
Oh, yes, I do believe I was force-fed some of that the other day. Okay, do you have anything that is magical? A slotless item, essentially. Do you have anything, I can use that's not a weapon, but it has some use to it? I'm afraid if you have anything of a magical weapon of sorts, I'm not going to be able to afford it.
A lot of what my wares are fairly expensive, but you're looking for, just for the sake of brevity, you said a slotless item?
Yeah, slotless wondrous item. I don't know.
Let me just pull up some stuff. What's everyone else looking for? Or if you just want to talk to her and ask her where she comes from.
Is there anything from any other worldly items that she has?
She does. She has a blade. She has something. She would tell you she has something called the Blade of the Archfey. However, you would be told that it is 6,000 gold.
Fuck.
It's also.
What does it look like?
It's a. Oh yeah. Oh fuck. Hold on. It's a big greatsword.
I like your rats.
Oh, thank you. That one is Melvin. That one is Cornelius. As she holds up Cornelius.
I'm nodding at all of this.
And like
yes.
she has names for every single one of them.
I'm listening. I'm memorizing.
Mince
We're gonna be
mouth
friends. I love that.
Thank you.
Malachi, how much money do I have?
It's a good question. How much money does he have?
Money.
I know, but I don't remember. I didn't know how much was in it.
It was a platinum, 6 silver.
How much was it?
A platinum and 6 silver.
That's what the sword looks like. So it's just kind of these wrapped,
6.
leafed blade.
How many platinum?
1.
1 platinum? So that's like
100 gold.
100 and... 100.
100 gold,
Malachi,
6.
do you know how much money I have?
You have a lot of money.
Can you help me buy stuff?
Sure.
Okay. What should I buy?
What you feeling? Do you want...
What? I don't. This is my first time shopping. What do we normally shop for?
Well, you're using an anchor as a weapon currently. Would you like to
Yeah,
have
it's
something that's
You
actually
want a better weapon?
something that's actually a weapon, perhaps?
Okay.
What kind of weapons you got?
I have all kinds. Are you looking for hammers, swords, axes, bows? And she just kind of lists. She does have her entire shop is weapons. The only thing you can find, Magnus, is an alchemy jug.
An alchemy jug.
I don't want that.
Let's fucking go.
I don't want that.
I don't want
You don't want
Gruen
10
had
gallons
that.
of mayonnaise?
Gruen had that. What's Magnus gonna do with 10 gallons of
How'd they get Gruen's alchemy jug?
There are other types.
Gruen's alchemy jug?
That's Gruen.
How?
How about
Stolen from Gruen.
There's also a small amulet.
Oh, I'll ask about the amulet.
I got this amulet off of a drunken man somewhere in Brunswick. It's a kind of silver pendant that looks like a thin rectangular leaf.
That does sound familiar.
It's the amulet of the drunkard.
Does it give you some sort of power when you're drunk or something?
You heal when drinking booze. You can knock back an ale and get 44 plus 4 hit points.
God damn.
How
Pretty
much?
good.
If you
What happens
ask,
when you drink ale in combat, though?
if you drink too much of it and fail a con, you get drunk.
But one ale.
No, one ale's not gonna get you drunk, unless you specifically tell me like, man, like a common ale, ale, beer, mead, wine, like you're gonna be fine taking a swig. It's specifically a pint, but like 2, 3, 4 potions, that's gonna start to inebriate you a little bit.
does the stronger the booze equal more healing?
No, but we could work that out. with certain,
Chug just opens the throat, drinks 2 pints at once like Kyle or something.
he just gets fucking wasted. I'm fucking ready. You got no healing. You're just willing to get your ass kicked now. It's worth 50 gold.
I don't have that kind of money. I'm not sure that would be quite useful for me either, but that is a good amulet if either you might take use to it. But I don't think there's anything for me here, so I'm going to go over to the other boat. It was a pleasure meeting you, he says to the
You as well.
merchant.
As Magnus
Magnus,
passes
like,
me,
bows
I just quietly tell him, don't go too far.
I'll just be at the other boat.
Hmm.
I'll hang around after.
All right.
So I was looking for a weapon. It's got to be big and heavy.
Big and heavy.
Big and heavy. So you're looking for more of blunt weapons.
You've
Bigger
fought
or-
before, correct, Asta?
Sorry?
You've fought before, correct? What
Yeah.
weapon are you most comfortable with using?
Any really. I just used big mole mostly because it was easiest for them to make.
Mm.
But I can use any big weapon. That's why I've got this anchor.
Would I have any suggestions on what Asta should?
Make a intelligence check.
Oh no, that's the worst.
Keep on crushing.
Uh, not really.
It's a little dagger.
Yeah, you're kind of like, fucking hammer? I don't know.
It's like a toothpick in his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm distracted by the rats. Can I hold one of the rats?
If you put your hand down, like 11 of them jump in your hand. She has
Hell yeah,
hundreds
let's fucking
of
go.
rats.
I'm holding a bunch of rats.
Yeah, she has a ton of rats.
I like them. I'm saying their names back to them.
They like chitter and move.
Excellent.
Now, Asta, do you want to smash people with a big weapon, or do you want to, slash them and stab? What's your preferred type of murder?
Put this shrug and be like, whatever I need to use.
Did I really just hear
Alright.
that from over there?
Yeah, it just kind of gives like a. I probably should say something about this.
What are
much
weapons for?
How much money do you have? That is the
Good
real
point to
question.
Malachi. He knows.
She just kind of wide eyes, like, who the fuck are these people?
I do not trust myself to hold money. I've never had it before.
Okay.
Let's say he has 10 gold. What can he get?
Not a whole lot. I do have a weapon. Ah, no, that is back in Tagora. Shit. One moment. She kind of goes and sifts through her store and stock. And
Can I show Asta the rats?
she's like hauled up. She's just got this armful of rats, and they're just kind of all like rolling around on each other.
You have so many. They're going to get in your armor.
One pokes out of her chest plate.
Ah, see, I told you. And he'll just scritch it.
Yeah, they're
You ever
friendly.
heard of a rat king?
A what?
No, what's that?
It's king.
Malachi,
You should hear.
So many rats.
I call it my
just got in
basement.
trouble for asking race of thing, and now you're setting me up.
What?
You're trying to make me racist. She comes back with this this double-ended spear, a javelin. The blades carved into lightning bolts. This is much more than 10 gold, but it is the best thing I can suggest. It's a javelin. Do you know how to?
Special?
Very special. Not my weapon of choice, but it can be thrown to electrocute your foes, like you threw the lightning bolt itself. It's a weapon I acquired from Carspater.
Can I see it?
He hands it over to you. And it looks like it is. Oh, that's the word. Whoopsie.
Oh, that's a word.
It sucks being so poor.
It does.
I feel you.
You guys remember?
Rats, I got all I need.
It's a
Remember when
thousand.
we were rich, guys?
Remember when we were the 1%?
Yeah.
We were buying property like it was nothing.
I didn't even have to keep track of money.
All these upgrades for the tower, yeah, just get those immediately because we
Yeah.
just fucking
Yeah.
loaded.
We're like, oh, Dragon's Sword? That's mere pennies to us.
Yeah.
Okay, I hate it here. What do we cause?
This would cost you 80 gold.
80 gold. That looks fucking sick.
Fucking cool.
Does look dope.
It is a javelin of lightning. This javelin is a magical weapon. When you hurl it and speak its command word, it transforms into a lightning bolt itself, forming a 5-foot wide line that extends out to your target within 120 feet. Each target in that line, excluding you, must make a DC 13 dexterity saving throw or take 4d6 lightning damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one.
Is this lightning bolt?
That's a lot of damage.
It's a lightning javelin.
It's a javelin of lightning.
But then you have to go get it, right?
Do you?
The lightning bolt turns back into a javelin when it reaches its target. Make a ranged weapon attack against the target on a hit. Yeah, no, you have to go get it.
Oh.
I mean,
Don't
it's like any other fucking javelin.
Don't miss.
It's like it's like any javelin you do have to go get. There's very few that fucking come back to you, but you can buy like quivers for or like I think they're javelin baskets that
sling or whatever. Yeah.
yeah, that will return to it.
Oh.
Well, it's a
not-
lot of money.
I'm not sure if I've used javelin enough to trust not to lose it.
Would you prefer something that sticks to you?
Like armor?
No. Well, I mean, you could get armor. But...
Oh, do you have any like any fancy armor that would work for me? I don't really wear heavy stuff.
Nothing. The only armor I have is at my my shop back home, unfortunately, and it's for more the cute furry ones type.
He turns pretty fuzzy sometimes, and I'll point to Malachi.
The other cute furry
Aw.
one.
Do you? What about jewelry?
Just the two necklaces, the amulet of the drunkard, and a amulet of protection.
Hey, look, how much is that one? The amulet of protection.
That would cost you same price. It's 80 gold.
God, I can afford nothing.
Malachi, do you need anything?
I need armor, but you don't have armor.
What about you, Uno? Do you need anything?
No.
Flint?
Thank you, though,
Fucking-
Asta.
Oh,
Looking.
I know. I take amulet of protection for. Do I have that kind of money? I do, right? I have one big, big silver piece. I think it was called platinum.
She just kind of goes wide eyes and takes it from you.
And then he'll take the amulet and he'll put it over Flint's neck. You like to get shot. This helped you probably not get shot.
Thank you, Asta.
Very kind of you, Asta.
It's very kind.
She gives you change in silver. I have to do the math on that.
Just that
Ugh.
pile of fucking
A
silver.
pile of silver!
Hold on.
Like paying in pennies, dude.
Like
That
2,000.
bitch
They're
fucking
registered at
snatched it.
Loonies and loonies, my bad.
Do you have bag I can put in?
Yeah, she gives you a small pouch.
Is it like one of those magic ones? That's it.
Nope.
I've heard of magic bag that has you could put money into. Do you stock those?
I do have one. It would cost you 5 gold.
Okay, I take one of those too.
Okay.
So you can just put money in the bag, and then he'll hand the bag back to Malachi.
I'm watching her count the change.
Asa's also gonna watch.
Now I
it.
have to keep track of Asa's fucking money. I have my little note.
gives
Oh,
him
and Malachi,
gives
don't
him
be afraid to
holy
use some of my
fuck.
money if you need to.
Gives him 300 silver.
Hot damn.
So he has 306 silver. What'd you say, Cam?
He's like, and don't be afraid if you guys need some of my money to buy stuff. It's our money.
Oh,
He's too pure.
I love you.
You can add it.
How much was it? We got distracted by
How much was
this
what?
guy.
300 silver is she what she gave you back.
Okay.
Love the calculator.
Who?
Like exactly what Pat said. Like you gave her a crisp hundo and she gave you a pile of nickels.
I love that.
Sorry, the only gold I carry on the ship is with my daughters. And I can't exactly part with that.
Fair. Just fucking big ass
Yeah.
pouch. Oh wait, no, we got the.
It's a heavy. Well,
It's a takeout grocery bag.
so the small pouch that she gave you, can hold up to 100 gold worth of coin. So it could hold 1 platinum. It can hold X amount of silver. It can hold
Does
X
the
amount
weight
of copper. No, it only weighs 2 pounds.
So only 100 coin worth.
100 gold can fit in there.
Gold.
Specifically, 100 gold worth can
So
fit in.
far off the margin for that. We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're
Yeah,
fine.
we're good.
1 gold is 20 silver.
Yeah. Did you guys check out the other boat?
Maybe stay away from him.
Yeah.
You think so?
He doesn't seem reputable.
Oh, so he has bad vibes then.
Yeah, bad vibes.
Mhm.
She steps off her boat, one of her guards going with her, and she walks towards the tavern.
Okay, bye.
Mint will follow her in just to, make sure everything's cool and return Sinclair's gun as well.
Okay. The one of the guards kind of is walking with you, and turns to you. You are very pretty.
Me? Thank you.
She'll just kind of like scratch her face and look away.
You can see that they have like what looks like a oil-ish makeup from their eyes that is like run down from underneath the veil like tears, and it has stained the porcelain on their face.
You were very pretty as well.
Doesn't really react, but their face doesn't move.
Fair. We'll just look down and blush in an awkward like walk.
I'll start putting the rats down gently.
As they scurry off the dock and just go running towards her. You can see the big pot on her back is filled with rats.
Love that about her.
Yeah. She makes her way into the tavern and she sits down with the Kraken, and the two discuss while the guard stays outside of the tavern itself. Magnus, you went over to speak with the other vendor.
Yes.
You walk up and he's kind of selling some stuff to another pirate, and he kind of kneels back down, looks over to you. Oh, hello. What can I do for you?
What was that about? Was that some racism right there? Saw the monkey and was like, hello. Oh, shit. That's what that was, wasn't it?
What can I do for you?
I can tell. Oh my god, motherfucker. Hello, good sir. I would like, well, I'm just interested in a selection of wine, if you have any. And if you're a procurer of magical trinkets, I might look at what you have as well.
He looks you up. Are you in your armor or are you in your robes?
For the last 2 days, I would be in my robes. I'd be chilling.
Do you want me to bring that mini out?
Sure.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Give me a second.
Do I see the racism occur?
Yeah, you would. Do I see?
Where is Katan here? Where is he?
He's lurking. He's stalking.
He's
As
lurking
soon
and he's
as-
stalking when he least expects.
As soon as I see the racism, I just go and stand right behind Magnus and just kind of cross my arms and look at the merchant.
These robes are quite good. 1 second. Boop. Boop. Boop.
Need to be like Lorgar and get like there's like that picture of Lorgar with like writing this book with his pauldron still on, but wearing like robes.
Yeah. You know, as much as I hate Lorgar, his armor is dope as fuck. It is so sick.
Lorgar looks pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. will admit he got the drip.
DM, can I roll checking for races?
Man, I assume I've encountered so much monkey racism. I just know it at a sniff at this point.
Yeah, kinda. It's unfortunately how it is. While I'm getting this out, he would share with you that he has only a small selection of wines, mostly reds, if that's what you're looking for. But he does have some white wines, if that's what you're if that's what you prefer. But it's not what he typically stocks. Why is the mini not loading?
The racism.
The racism.
Yeah.
Tailspire racist against ape people. Ah, there it is. Boop. The drip.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Doop. All right. All right. He kind of looking you up and down, telling you his small selection. He pulls out this large kind of suitcase he puts down on the side of the ship, and he opens it. It opens to the left and to the right, kind of displaying out this small selection of wines. Nothing you recognize directly, just kind of local vineyard brands of just random little towns all throughout.
Okay, they got labels on them. I can tell what, like, if it's a darker red or.
You could just tell just by looking at the bottle. They're dark. The bottles that are all dark are the reds. The bottles that are slightly clear are the whites.
Okay, I was meaning more like there's different shades of red there for like sweeter versus more bitter.
Yeah, you can kind of, with the different wines you've had, you can kind of tell which are which.
And you basically pick the one that's in the middle.
Sure. That is a wine from Runeswick, actually.
Funny enough. When was Runeswick brought up earlier today?
Yes, it was.
Well, what was it though? I don't remember.
I don't remember off the top of my head. It's
Points. Josh is pointing. Josh, speak.
Didn't Flint bring it up?
Yes.
I didn't specifically know.
Wait.
Talk about going back to Runeswick or. It doesn't care.
No. She, Talene brought something from Runeswick. That's why she bought the drunken medallion off of a drunk. In
Right.
Runeswick. Yeah.
Right. Lots of things coming from Runeswick these days. I'll try this wine if it's not too much. How much?
This would be. Looks over at Kadan. A silver coin.
What? He'll pay him for that already, and then and your magical trinkets if you have any. I don't.
I have a few tonics and things like that. If you're looking for magical trinkets, you can go to the whore. So he looks over to the other boat.
Whore.
Everything else I have is.
When he says that, Kadan just kind of like starts tightening the ropes on his hand.
There was magical goods over there. I have more of your spices, your fabrics, your foods, and other things. By the way, I have a delivery. As he kind of leans down and tosses a crate towards.
Make that 2 bottles. And you'll pay him for another. And I'll be gone.
Second bottle's on the house as he flicks your coin back. Throws a crate onto the dock. Why don't you deliver that over to Chef? And tell him I'm never, ever delivering to him again. This was problem enough to get.
Why?
Because this was problem enough to get. As he looks down at the crate. Disgusting. You're all disgusting. Ugh. As he gets back in.
No, I walk up to him and I just look down at him.
Listen, if you want to eat parasites, then by all means, but I would never sully my palate with something so vile. And if your chef wants to serve you parasites, then that's on him. But
Magnus is peeking in the box.
It's shrimp.
What? This is bloody shrimp, man. What are you on about?
Vile, shit-filled creatures.
You defamed them.
You never bought from a fisherman before. This is
No,
human
fishermen
creatures.
are
What are you talking about?
dirty people.
Oh, you're just a... Okay, well, Kadon, don't soil your hands with this man's hubris and disgust. You're better than this.
Just
better than him, for sure.
One moment. Do you like your ship?
Magnus is just gonna be none the wiser. Gonna leave Kadon to do whatever he's gonna do. He doesn't need to see. Hear no evil, speak no evil. And he's just gonna pick up the crate and...
I love my ship very much, as there's a few of his crew that begin to kind of look towards you. Listen.
It's a very nice ship. It would be shame if the bear came out.
The mercenary kind of steps forward, a half-orc. Pretty skinny, but has a quarterstaff just kind of on his back. Walks up to you. Listen, he likes to run his mouth. It's best to ignore him.
While he is in grotto, he will not speak down in Kraken's vicinity.
No, and he shouldn't. But, old ways die hard. Right?
I'll look at the merchant.
The merchant seems a little... just sweat building on his glistening forehead.
I'm sure you have heard stories of bear.
Yes, I have.
I am sure you have seen my wanted poster, yes?
No, never. Never, ever. You're an upstanding gentleman.
They wonder how I sink ships.
I don't ever want to know. I think it's slander. Awful things they say about you.
Let it be known, this is warning. If you come to Kraken's grotto again with these heinous words to my friends, I will give you first-hand demonstration of what bear will do to your ship.
Okay. All right. My apologies. I'll be on my way. You'll never have to deal with me again. I'm deeply sorry. He bows and kind of steps back into his little captain's quarters and closes the curtain. The mercenary just gives you a nod.
I'll step down.
Is anybody doing anything else?
I'm gonna try and intercept Kadon here.
As you walk over.
He's leaving.
Well, he doesn't know.
Yeah. I'll call it Kadon.
Oh.
Mango. Sorry, I put Mango first.
Yes,
Okay.
no.
Will it kid? I kneel down to Mango real quick and I ask him, "Can I pick you up?"
He hops on your shoulder.
Hell yeah! Oh, it's my little tap.
Make a
trick
strength
working?
save.
Oh shit! A strength.
It's a giant cat.
He's a very heavy cat.
Okay, that's not bad. A 19.
Like, he hops on your shoulder and you're like, "Aw, oh, oh, big boy."
Big boy.
It's like picking up like think about picking up like a Labrador or like a German Shepherd. It's like picking up a full size dog. He's quite hefty.
That's fine. I don't care.
Reminds me of Thick Bingus.
Big Bingus.
Yes or no?
I'm sorry to bring this up now. I don't know when I should bring it up, but this whole Vanguard thing. I feel like it'd be best for us to all get together and find out what each other are capable of. If we're gonna fight together, we should know each other.
That would be a smart move, yes.
Especially since most of us are only used to single combat. Or maybe no combat at all.
Like Flint.
Could help teach the young ones something. Something to keep them safer.
I think that would be a wise idea. Everyone seems capable of something. Whether it be martial prowess, like you, Asta, and Malachi, or myself. Now, kind of when he says this, one of magics, he gets like a little disgusted face. Like Mint and Magnus and Flint.
And I sort of motion for him to come down a little bit. Since you're all the way up there.
He'll kneel down a bit.
We also should discuss you and Malachi. I know that might be sensitive, but you have both expressed, or that we've seen, situations that we need to think about how we're going to handle. I didn't want to hit Malachi, but that's the only way I'd seen and known to deal with that sort of thing.
Yeah, Malachi.
Rather not have to do the same to you.
He'll look at her Maul. You'll need something bigger if it's me.
I'd prefer not to at all.
Malachi, I can handle if the other goes a little feral again. There is Ofsta and I. For dealing with me, you're best talking to Mori and Kraken. For I don't know what I do. I have only heard descriptions.
Kadan, it's your body, your life. I would like you to at least think about what you'd want us to do. I want to hear it from you.
Try to put me down, but don't use filthy magic to do so. I don't mind mint magic as much as the others. It seems more natural.
What about my magic?
It reminds me too much of the sadist. same as Flint's and Magnus.
Mm.
All I will tell you is this: if you try to use magic on me, and it does not work, it will only irritate me more. He'll kind of he's gonna like reach to the back of his head and like kind of lift his hair up. You see this collar? I was given this collar in pits. It's
Mm.
besides brand is only a reminder I have, but it is for your safety. I wear it.
Do I recognize it, Dan?
Not vividly. You would have recognized like the insignia on it is that of the arena, and this is clearly an invention by the surgeon. But you've never seen they don't like regularly give everybody those collars. It's only certain people who like really need them. Some people, some of the people in the arena, a good backhand will keep them from stepping out of line.
Before collar was put on, I would slip into rages every other day. Even with my meditations, it did not work. The collar suppresses it, but it does not stop it. It can also trigger it. But no one here knows how to do that. And I'd rather keep it that way.
She sort of looks away for a moment. Are you putting mango? Yes, please. She sort of looks away for a moment, almost if she's like looking back and forth, trying to decide. Just know, Kadon, I'll help you with whatever you need. All right.
Understandable.
And I'll just like hold my hand up like towards his head, just to show him like my hand, and then I'll pet his head. Yeah. You'll be okay.
I'll stand up and thank you. And you seem to be adapting as well.
Do I have a choice?
Maybe I'm not, but you will. Whether you find time to fit in or just go with flow, you will find a place. Then when your place is no longer here, you will move on to the next place.
Kadon. My place will never be here or anywhere. There are things I need to do. Someone I need to save.
Find your mentor. And that is your place is here until you find mentor, and then you go and save mentor. And then you go off with mentor into sunset, yes? That is all of Mori's stories and sunsets and happy endings.
Yeah. Okay.
Just a quick DM thing real quick. I was like standing there watching them have the conversation with the other lady. So I would have overheard all of that conversation then.
Yeah. She's also very loud with how she talks. Very, very bellowing
I
voice.
was more listening to the party.
Oh, yeah.
I'll also look down to her. And don't mind Osta, he's a bit naive. Having scars does not mean you are not beautiful. And they'll walk away.
Oh, that was nice.
Mango hops off of your shoulder.
Oh no, I love him.
Kind of little pitter patters away. What's everyone else doing? Anybody go to the tavern?
Magnus
Mint.
is in the tavern now from delivering the box.
Okay.
Mint's in the tavern, yeah.
You would see like there's no hesitation or like kind of stopping as Talene goes in. She sits down with the Kraken. Eventually, Mango would come over and hop up onto the Kraken's lap. Kraken would just pet Mango. Sinclair would kind of stop his work and keep an eye on the conversation and just kind of make sure everything's on the up and up. Nothing sketchy's going on.
Just from my list, I don't know what else we're doing. Just that part from my list, just so the party knows. Una goes to every member of the party, and she asks them if there's anything she can learn from them, anything that you can teach her. Doesn't have to be anything specific, just she wants to learn and know things.
Mint could teach her the constellations some night.
Yeah, specifically she wants to learn navigation from Mint and the sign language from like Kadan and learn from Thorin as well.
She could help with that.
Thorin would seem like hesitant, but would teach you like kind of as it comes along. Not really sitting down and teaching you the alphabet, but like would teach you specific kind of things that would be useful.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah.
And then, of course, on my list, the officers as well. The other officers.
Sinclair would just tell you to go away. Like, not in a, like, fuck off, leave me alone, more of just, they're busy.
He's busy.
Yeah. Billy would teach you the ropes. Literally. The ropes.
Literally the ropes, yeah.
Yeah. Cobb, I assume you'd avoid.
Nope, I'm not talking to that guy.
Thorin would kind of point out all the watch positions on the ship. Chef would just teach you where he picks the best onions on the islands.
I love him.
And Cicero would teach you pickup lines, and that's it.
Pickup lines.
Pickup lines.
Do I even understand what he's
No,
trying
he's
to
just
say
like he's like teaching you. He's like like kind of you walk up to him, and you'll be like, "Hey there, sugar tits, you are the finest sunset I've ever seen. Works every time." And like it's just that. Like he doesn't tell you when to say this, why, what it's for. It's just that like that. Get to what you want. That's it.
Great.
Inside the tavern itself, Magnus, you would drop off the crate to Chef, and he would seem confused at first, and he would open it up, and he'd, soup! So he'd run into the back. You would just hear a fire just... You would see him kind of through the little door as he's prepping. He looks like he's getting ready to like batter and fry up all the shrimp.
Oh.
I go to help him. I go help Chef.
Okay.
And your supplier said that he would no longer be working with you. He's gone. And I think Kadan threatened him.
Cool.
Oh.
As he just squints. And then goes back to frying up everything.
We are in agreement, Chef.
Oh my god. Is Sinclair in here?
Yeah, Sinclair's at the table right beside you here, just just writing up a storm, just a mass of papers. Anybody else going anywhere specific in the tavern?
Mint will just like kind of like casually drop off the gun, then just go up to her room.
Okay.
Whenever food is ready throughout the days, I always go find each of the party members to make sure they come eat.
Aw.
You're the mom friend.
Yay. I like that.
Okay,
I'm gonna talk to the Kraken when he has a moment.
sure. Kraken's just talking with Tulin.
Flint would like to talk to Sinclair when he is free as well.
Okay. So Magnus wants to talk to Sinclair. Flint wants to talk to Sinclair. Kadan wants to talk to the Kraken. Mal. Mint. Anybody? Kadan or not Kadan? Asta, do you want to do anything? Talk to anybody?
So I would also like to learn how to cook with Chef.
Yeah, he would if you just walk back there and kind of just hold out your hands, he would start showing you things. Like he doesn't say anything, but he would bring you to like a station and he would hand you a knife and he'd kind of like guide you through, like holding your hand and around the knife and then just guide you through cutting something or guide you through like preparing the batter or keep like washing an oil pot. And yeah, he would help you learn to cook.
That's basically what he'd do. And anytime he has his downtime, is he'd try and get Chef to teach him how to cook.
Perfect.
More and
Actually, I'm gonna audible. I want to talk to Malachi.
Okay. So we'll do the just order of operations. So Magnus, you walk up and Sinclair's furiously just kind of writing away and just moving like one paper, would write something down. Magnus, what can I do for you?
Don't mean to disturb you.
It's all right. Pull up a chair.
I finished your book.
Oh.
You just hand this journal.
Thank you. I know it's
Well,
not all
I
there,
noticed
but
You're right, I was just about to say that.
some of it had to be removed. Kind of write my own history, you know?
Also, maybe not best to keep secrets that don't need to be learned on pages.
My thoughts exactly.
Well, I don't want to pry at all, but, yeah, it was very interesting. You had a hard life there. Who was, Right, I won't pry about the secret, but I'm interested to know who the people were. Who was Evans and Alexander?
My brothers.
Your blood-related brothers?
Yes. Not a crew or bonded by war or anything. They like we share family.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. Evans is. I don't remember them as family anymore anyway. They stop and kind of. He just looks off for a moment. But yes, it's everything else that didn't need to be kept as record. I destroyed. Some of those journal entries were written in a bit of a emotional state. Not accurate to what was going on. I didn't want certain people that were involved in the writings to think I was conspiring or plotting against them. So I destroyed them. You didn't miss much. He smiles.
Magnus just kind of has like a stern and like kind of worried expression. Why did you feel the need, or why did you feel I could keep that secret?
You've seen what the Coalition can do, and you decided to still pick up religion. One of the Coalition's founding properties is its divine faith. Most outside of the Coalition's grasp can't stand the gods. It's why some of these crew members call you Jack. You realize
I don't actually know what that means.
So, we hoisted a flag, a red flag. Draw no quarter, right? A yellow jack is a flag. A black flag. We hoisted.
No, I think it was a. I thought it was a red flag.
I think it is. I think we did hoist the
think
red
it
one.
is what you're calling
I'm misremembering there. A yellow jack is it's another flag. If a ship raises it, it means there's a plague aboard, a sickness. A lot of the members at the grotto see religion as a sickness. Blessings are another kind of disease. A lot of these men fled the coalition. Fled their ideas. Not everyone. Some people believe, some people have faith. I find the decency and faith is the people that carry it, not those that uphold it. Like, there are some people who worship the Platinum Dragon that have their ideals. Kind of looks back into the kitchen towards Uno. And then there are others that are less reputable. And he looks around but doesn't see who he's referring to.
A less reputable god.
A less reputable representation of the same god. You all thought Alison Dubois was a good person, right? Not every pirate hunter commander is going to be a good person. Just like not every priest and paladin, no offense to your religion, is going to be as kind and level-headed as you.
Yes, I agree.
So, that's why some of the crew call you Jack. Yellow Jack. Like a plague. You're a sign of changing in ill times. The more they get to know you, the more they like you, that'll change.
It's interesting, that kind of nuance you described there between who take it too far and those who go about living their lives with faith rather than upholding it and enforcing it. That is a lot of what our church does, is it operates in that nuance. It wants to pass through, well, sort the good from the bad, essentially. In all aspects, not just those who are evil, those who claim to do good as well, who are actually not.
I'd love to know more, but I'm buried in inventory currently.
No, absolutely. Don't let me bore you with the details, but it's just, I just found it funny that you mentioned that.
Are you good with numbers? Or at least good at keeping track of things? If you could give me a hand, at least I won't be here all night.
Sure, yeah, I know my basic rudimentary.
Yeah. So kind of begins kind of spreading out some of the workload and handing, and you help him out with that.
Sure.
Yeah, just give me a basic intelligence check with advantage.
Really good.
Mal and G'don. All this is going on.
What is Malachi doing?
Malachi is in the corner table of the bar with a drink and a journal, and he's doing something in the journal. He keeps like looking up every now and then.
She is looking down when I come to the table. I'll like tap on it to get his attention. You mind if I join you?
Go ahead.
Cicero, as the two of you sit down, Cicero brings drinks over to you. Same with you, Magnus. A drink is brought over as you sit at the table.
Kadon just Pushes it away.
It's for you. It's whatever he knows you drink. It's like you're regular. Like if you're like Kadan loves milk.
Okay.
Yeah, yours.
What did he bring to Magnus? I mean,
Yours would be wine unless you specifically left the bottle with him. Then it would be that new wine.
What do you bring me?
He just kind of dropped a random drink until he gauges what he knows you like. It's a big stout of a kind of like a thicker ale.
you know what? Magnus looks over to Cicero. I don't know if he's paying attention. Just looking to see if he's paying attention.
He's like passively, in case anybody's like, nah, I don't want this.
Okay, I was gonna say Magnus chucks the wine out the window and pours the new in the glass.
Yeah, he's not paying enough attention that like he would see it. He's just kind of like keeping an eye out on everyone. So you toss it, fill your glass. Much better. There's a slight aftertaste of that other wine, but the wine you purchased is much better. Any booze that you guys leave with him, he will pour for you and keep for you.
I don't know if I trust Cicero with my drinks, man.
You can trust
I was
Cicero.
gonna say he's a little scheming shit, but he takes his job very seriously. He remembers.
If the Kraken needs to slip someone someone's drink, he'd say yes.
That's true.
That.
Okay. But yeah, anybody who sits down, he'll bring you your regular whatever he thinks you drink. Kadan, whatever you typically drink. I assume it's water.
Water.
Yeah.
It's water.
So the two of you have your conversation.
I noticed that you have a slight issue with Claws and Fang.
What gave that away?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe wrestling you to ground.
Yeah.
Making sure you didn't hurt yourself. Or one of us.
Is that what happened?
Yes. I was actually able to talk to you while you were in that shape. It seemed like you registered what I was saying.
So that was you.
Yes, I was talking to you and Bear.
Bear.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
But you seemed to restrain yourself once I spoke to you the first time. And then you changed back after I talked to you the second time.
What are you getting at?
All I am saying is that, like Kraken once said to me, you and I are not so different.
You mean with your whole rage thing? Losing yourself? I wasn't there the first time.
You've been on ship for 6 months, have you not? Or how long have you been here?
Been there like 3 months?
3 months, yeah. 6 months is mint.
No. You would have probably seen it or heard it. It's happened a few times in that time.
For context, pre-game context, the most you would have heard, Mal, is kind of like when you were off shift, sleeping, resting, working in your journal, having a meal. Combat be going on with the rest of the crew, but you weren't called upon, so you can just relax. You would have heard people talking about Kadan going through a ship on about 2 separate occasions.
Yeah, still wasn't there for either occasion. So, haven't had the honor of seeing it.
It is messy affair.
Actually wanted to ask about.
Go ahead, ask.
consider hearing that you need to calm down or get taken out of it?
Hmm.
How does that work for you?
And there's 3 ways. I tire myself out, usually resulting in me passing out wherever that part of me takes me. Last couple of times has been floating face down in water. Mori or Kraken have to knock me out. Usually takes both of them. Mori's gotten good enough to he can do it on his own sometimes. Depends on how upset I am.
What triggers it?
I don't know. Sometimes just the throes of combat. Sometimes emotional trauma. It's different every time.
I get that.
And thing is I don't know difference once everything goes white. If right now I lost it, I would see you as warrior in pit I have to beat to get my lunch. I don't beat you, I don't eat. I don't beat you, I get beat. How about yourself? I am new to lycanthropy.
Close.
I like the werewolves.
Lycanthropy?
Yes,
You could say
that's...
werewolf.
Yeah, werewolves. I've heard them throw around the other word, but I've heard werewolves before.
Yeah.
Yes. But, as I'll kind of lean in, thing with Kraken, that is news to me.
And the whole being dead thing, is that something you know?
No. Kraken does not share much with me of his greater ambitions and plans for crew. Says I just wouldn't understand, and it's not of a me not being able to understand where he is coming from. It's just actually being able to process the information. As you can tell, this language I speak to you is not first. I'm still learning it.
Me too.
Where do you come from?
Not here.
Well, obviously not Grotto, but...
Not this plane of existence either.
Would Mishkala have ever taught me anything like that?
No.
What is plane of existence?
You know the world that we're in right now?
Yes.
This is the material plane.
Mm-hmm.
There's different planes of existence. Essentially different worlds.
Is that what Magnus talks about when he talks about funny man in sky?
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
I'm not really so sure on gods myself. But I'm not from that one. I'm from the Feywild.
What was it like there?
Depends on where you were from. A lot more foresty, colorful. There's only one moon. It's
I remember when we only had one moon.
yeah, I heard about that.
Make a wisdom save.
Who?
You.
Like, actually?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Why?
I have a list of triggers.
He's like, "Rah!"
And you close enough. Could you imagine? I remember when we only had one moon. Beats the shit out of Malachi.
Oh my god.
Flips the table.
My trigger, what the fuck?
It's not a good one.
Oh no, immediately turns into the guy punching the camera meme.
Fucking Markiplier jump fucking flying into the room.
You
Oh
would,
no.
what'd you roll?
Bro, what did I do?
It is a total of 4.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not great.
Kadan's face just kind of goes limp while you're talking.
Don't like that.
His jaw not slack, but tense. His eyes just kind of 1,000-yard stare past you.
You good?
One moon.
You hear it, Kadan. The cracking, the explosions, the screams. You hear people calling for the heroes, for the murderers.
Can I say the name?
Yeah.
Glimpse Hunters. And he just tightens his grip on the table.
As he's just staring off into space now.
I'm sorry, what?
You're gonna be locked in that for a minute. Malachi, you can just kind of like leave if you want. You can just sit there and be like, all right, I'll let him go
I thought we were having a moment, but all right, I would just leave. You won't get any more backstory from me.
This happens in the tavern, yeah?
Yeah, like behind you.
Oh, so I saw this happen, yeah?
You were in the middle of like doing the inventory with Sinclair, but you would have heard the like Glimpse Hunters as he like looks off in the distance. You kind of like turn.
Just takes a big swig of his drink, sets it down, grabs his journal, and gets up.
Come leave. He's not.
What?
What just happened?
I don't know. We were talking about. I was telling him more about where I was from, and I was talking about the moons, and then he just said one moon, and then his eyes just kind of fucking drifted. And he's looking into space, and then he was like, Glimpse Hunters, you know?
Sinclair just. It happens. Just he'll work himself out of it. And if he doesn't, well, we'll have another hole to fix.
Well, if he wants to keep talking when he's out of that, he can find me somewhere else.
Mint, you were walking up to talk to Sinclair?
Flint was, I don't know.
Oh, no, sorry. Mint, no, Flint wanted to talk to the Kraken, right? Or do I have that the other
I
way
wanted
around?
to talk to Sinclair.
Yeah, you want to talk to Sinclair.
Yeah.
Mint is just upstairs. Chillaxing, relaxing, all cool. Mint.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, just going through the other previous navigator stuff, I guess.
Okay, it's a lot of like crystals and just books of maps and charter paths, trade paths, just kind of like good places to steal from, good places to kind of, if you want to like nab a spice vessel, you would go here, and it's kind of like a pirate's how-to guide.
Ooh, cool. She'll just read up on that just to be better at her job.
Sure. You can just put down on your sheet, if you spend the night doing that, you would have advantage on navigation of a ship.
Okay, cool.
Flint, you step up to Sinclair. She's just working away with Magnus.
Hey, Sinclair. I was wondering if I could talk to you for a minute.
Yeah, of course, as long as you don't mind me working.
No, that's fine. I was just kind of, I was wondering, does the Kraken, does he, like, does he always, like, try to make big examples for people who he potentially will be like recruiting for crewmates, or is I feel like there's some sort of reason that he wanted me specifically. Like, he's been doing these big grand gestures. First it was, you know, it was the crown on the head, very gruesome, and then the other night it was like he wanted me specifically to join the crew, and he knew how to get me there.
Sinclair just kind of smiles and then draws it in. Maybe he likes you. Or maybe you're looking into things that aren't there. Maxon had information on pirate hunters. We needed that information. He became aware of that. We hit Maxon. But you look at the world like a puppy. Don't get me wrong, it's not an insult. I wish I could look at the world like that. You see the good in everything and everyone, despite their glaring atrocities that they wear on their sleeve. You hope that someone still has good in them. You were raised around people with good hearts and mostly good intentions, it seems, while most of us were raised around people whose hearts long rotted. Maybe he was just trying to show you that despite someone's intentions, most people are out here looking out for themselves. Or like I said, maybe he likes you. Sees a young himself inside of you.
Inside of me?
Trying to mold you into an excellent pirate. A captain, even. Maybe he's trying to make you take my job. Who knows?
I would never, sir. You're doing a great job. Wouldn't ever want to kick you out of a job for sure. But
I'd give you a second brown stain on your coat. If you did. He points to your kind of the dried browned blood on your shirt.
I don't doubt it, sir. I guess I don't. Maybe you're right. Maybe that's all this is. Maybe he does see something that I don't. Um, maybe this is where I need to be. I don't know. Do you think I made the right call?
In joining the crew?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Flint, darling, but where else the fuck are you going to go?
that's a fair point.
I have 15 of your posters. 15. All with the same price. You're wanted in a city that is very important to the Coalition. Runeswick, not a place you want to make enemies. The only worst place is Godsbridge itself. So, where else are you going to go? You could go to Carspader. Bounty hunters could still get there. And you'd be alone. Signing up with a crew or a band of mercenaries is your only real option. And, you're not the mercenary type. No offense.
None taken. Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess this is my life now.
Well, you're free to leave whenever you fancy a jail cell.
I don't mean to interject into this conversation, but what was it you were wanted for again?
Murder.
Sinclair would just hand over one of the posters.
Murder? Of your former tutor, right?
Yeah, that's right, Gil. Yeah.
For which you were framed.
I was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Can I insight him?
Sure.
Okay, natural one.
When you say that, you have no idea. He could have done it. Who knows? As you say, like, wrong place, wrong time, Sinclair's expression does change. Kind of softens a bit. Look, Lint, this world is hard. The people in it are actors, showmen. You may see killers and thieves. I see entertainers, charlatans, excellent liars, and performers that have a little red on their hands. To survive in this life, it has nothing to do with physical prowess or skill with a blade. Do you want to know the real secret to being a good pirate?
Of course.
He leans in. Charm. Selling your story to everyone who will buy it.
That I got in spades. Thank you, Sinclair.
He nods. Now, either help with inventory or fuck off, please. This is far too much work, and I will put you to work. Keeps writing. And I've already kidnapped Magnus.
If I get done helping Chef, if he's finished, then I'll help him too.
Okay. You would get like a hesitant, like, kind of, why are you sitting here? And then as you just grab a sheet.
Oh, I asked.
Oh,
I'm not just
okay.
gonna sit.
Oh, I
I'm
thought you
gonna
just like
ask
walked
if he
over.
needs help.
Oh,
No.
okay.
I don't know what's going on. I have
They-
no
they-
idea what's
they
going
just-
on at all times.
They would just get you to organize the books, like not writing anything, but just like putting things in order of like most important to deal with to least important, and that would help Magnus and Sinclair deal with the inventory proper. Does anybody want to do anything else? Kadan, you snap out of it after 2 hours. You're just sitting there seething. You
So
have
after like an hour and a half, Magnus I was like, kind of like taking a little break from writing. Lean back, sipping his wine, look over. By the bow, he's still fucking sitting there.
You would see the metal tankard of water that was in his hand is just crushed like an aluminum can.
Oh, would I have noticed this?
Yeah, you would see him just in the corner, just
Maybe like when Magnus is like, by the bow.
Time to be a mom. Let's go. All right.
I snapped out of it.
Yeah.
I kind of blink a few times. Where did Malachi go? I was just talking to him.
He was. Is that Malachi just standing?
Yeah, Malachi's
over there, but he hasn't been sitting here since I came out of the kitchen like
an hour and a half ago.
Minutes. Yeah, like an hour and a half ago.
Where did they go?
Do I recognize this sort of thing, Dan?
You recognize PTSD, yeah.
Yeah, 100% I do. I'll just sort of make a mental note.
Yes.
Sinclair. What happened?
You had one of your moments, Cub.
Oh.
You got a little lost. It's all right. You made your way back.
Okay. That's so peculiar.
It's all right, Kadan.
Magnus, go ahead and mark off one of the cups. We're now one short. Right. So you can cross it up.
If I saw it, I grab it immediately. Or not grab it, but I find it for Magnus.
You know what? Actually, no. I'm not going to. Magnus will grab the cup and just cast mending.
Is it like...
Oh, nice.
Pops, just blows back out. Never mind.
You know, Magnus will be like, want to see a magic trick?
Want to see a Magnus trick?
Kadan.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Kadan. It's all right. If you need any help, let me know. All you need to do every day is exist. After all, that's what we ask of most things in life.
I don't even know what happened. I was just having a conversation with Malachi.
You know, I did hear you say something. I don't know if you want to know.
No, I just put the only time she's touched you without asking. Later, Magnus.
Magnus kind of like just looks at her.
Yeah, she takes it away, but just a warning. No.
It's just if he wanted.
The Kraken steps over, leaning towards the stairs.
What was it?
Oh, go ahead.
Magnus looks at Uno.
Kadan, you...
Knowledge is power.
Do you think you can handle it?
I don't think I've ever done that twice in a row. Sinclair, have I?
Malachi told me what brought it up, but I won't say that. But I'll tell you what I heard you say and what made me realize what was going on. You kind of growled a phrase, Glint hunters.
Make a wisdom check.
Oh, fuck.
God, why does nobody listen to me?
Malachi, what are you doing, by the way?
It's 14. It's not bad.
Okay. His face twitches, but that's about it.
Uno kind of gives Magnus a severe look.
Right, well. Magnus kind of gives a confirming look back.
Malachi, what are you doing?
Malachi would have moved where he is and just went back to his journal.
Okay.
But he would keep looking back to the Kraken.
Okay.
Like every so often.
The Kraken would just lean toward the stairs
Mint! Lily, I need you down here.
She'd hear him and scurry her way down.
Can I be peeping some of these books?
Sure. It's just inventory. How many spices they have, how much rugs they have, what's sellable, what's not sellable, what needs to be brought to a fence, what doesn't, where a lot of it came from.
Okay.
Stuff like that. A lot of it's being like fixed though, because the pirate hunters used a lot of their food, a lot of their like most of their ale's gone, most of their healing and like medical items are gone. Things like that.
Mm.
And that's why Sinclair's like frantically going through it, because they're trying to figure out what they have left. As you come downstairs, Mint, Kraken looks to you.
How can I be of assistance?
So, if I'm assuming correct, we're pretty low on everything.
Sinclair just kind of nods. Down to about a quarter of what we typically keep up to.
Great. We need to get supplies. However, I don't want to muster the men, get them on a vessel, and send them to a town. They need the rest. 7 months at sea is quite a long time. And unfortunately, you lot are not capable of sailing the left-behind pirate ship we have blocking the bay. So, Talene has offered to charter us supplies. She's going to go to a town, one of a few options depending on what we give her as a list, and bring them back to us. She needs help. Her crew are offensive. They're not exactly workers. I mean, you've seen. Would you be all willing to do this?
Whatever you need me to do.
Attaboy.
Look at
Is he
Sinclair.
addressing
If
all of us or just?
yeah,
Yeah, just all of you.
Okay.
I just give a curt nod to the crack, and I look at Sinclair. If you want me to look at the inventory and then correct all the books while you rest, I can.
Looks like you're heading off somewhere, so I will take you up on that if I'm still working on this when I get back. And if... Well, wait. Do I need to go, sir?
Gonna need you. Take a few of the others as well. They might need the hands. It's 2 vessels. We have a lot to bring back anyway.
All right, well, I will take you up on that when we get back then.
We're going to need supplies if you want to go look for your sunken ship, as he looks to Uno. As well as just luxuries to have at the grotto.
What were you going to say, Magnus?
No, the question got answered.
Okay. He like kind of leans on the chair.
Are you comfortable going? Nobody's here to argue.
It's just a supply run, right?
Just a supply run. You're not even forcing it out of people's hands. I've given the money over to Tolene. If she hires you to do anything, whatever you do on your own time is your time. Whatever money you make on your own time is yours. Only thing I take a cut out of is things from rates. So, she wants to pay you for whatever she can. I don't care. It's not my purse, not my hands.
When are we leaving?
He kind of looks outside a bit.
Few hours.
Oh.
You could delay her into the morning if you really want to. I wouldn't want to get on her bad side, but that's just me.
Yeah, I think I'm ready.
We can go in a few hours.
Asta and Chef come out of the back with a just cauldron filled with fried shrimp.
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
Ooh.
So he puts it
At
down.
least it's the soup.
Have I ever seen shrimp before?
Nope.
I just ask him what it is.
Soup.
It's it's kind of crunchy but savory. He let me try some I never had before. Here, and he'll take a bowl and just scoop a huge heaping into it and slide it over to Uno.
They're like big jumbo shrimp too, so they're pretty meaty.
Prawns.
Yeah, they're prawns. Yeah.
Thank you, Asta.
He'll just nod.
As,
I hear we're going on ship again.
In a couple of hours, get ready. Everyone make sure you eat.
How long is
just-
it going to be?
2 days to a week at most. Not long.
From all the work I've been doing, how much inventory have I seen?
You've seen a lot of crates. A lot of them have been opened or emptied.
Mm-hmm.
Like their stores are low. They typically keep a lot by the amount of storage they have. But the crew they have enough to fully man the Wayward Sun, plus keep this grotto heavily defended.
Okay. I was just gonna say, all the stuff that I remember seeing and or not seeing, I'll just tell Sinclair so he doesn't have to go check it.
Okay.
If he trusts what I'm saying.
Yeah, for the most part. All right. As you gather up and get ready, does anybody take any of the shrimp to go with them?
Ooh. Sure.
'Cause you definitely can.
Heck yeah.
Sick.
Spare like cooking stuff that
We
he
got
can bring.
Tupperware?
Yeah.
It's more if he just lets you leave with the bowl.
No, I just kind of down the whole bowl.
It's gonna be
and
so
then,
stinky. On
and
the
then I go
ship.
wash the bowl.
Go ahead.
As I say, I'm not I'm just helping Sinclair the rest of the time.
Sure. Does anybody want to like gather anything or do anything before you all get on?
Asta would like to ask Chef if he has any spare like cooking utensils, like knives and stuff that he can bring with him, so he can cook on the ship for people.
Soup. As he would take off his apron and give it to you.
Are you sure this is your only apron?
Soup. As he goes into a barrel and he pulls out an identical apron. It's just not bloody.
I was gonna ask, does it have the same exact staining?
No, this one's actually clean.
I bring you back something special to cook.
Oh, soup.
And he'll like shake Chef's hand and then shake the puppet's hand and then he'll head out.
Oh, yay!
As you shake the puppet's warm, like a person.
Yeah, there's a
Oh,
demon in there.
Was the
Chef's
Kraken
actually a
warm like a
warlock.
person?
Yeah, the Kraken feels like a normal person.
Okay.
As you all make your way on, who's going on, Moulin Rouge dude's ship, and who's going on
why
Tahiti's
the
ship?
fuck would we go on that ship?
Yeah,
Yeah.
now we know his race.
Didn't he leave?
No, he's still here. They travel
Nah.
together. It's safer. They're very small
Like the
vessels.
Rat gang, y'all.
Rat gang.
for life.
Cracking.
Rat gang.
Yeah,
rat
rat
gang.
gang.
All right. So
That
go.
just changes into his armor.
Just
Okay. Sure.
real quick. Just go to the Kraken. Did we deal with the traitor?
No, the traitor is unaware that we are aware. I want it to be dealt with when we get back. I'm going to keep a close eye on him. Don't you worry.
Okay. Nellis and Dubois, has she given information yet?
I will question her when you return. I want you to take lead on it as it was your negotiation.
Okay.
I trust you. He puts his hand on your shoulder.
Thank you. I just give him a hug.
He just hugs you back.
Oh,
Hug your dad.
hug your dad.
You are my dad.
You're my dad. Boogie, boogie, boogie. All right. Can I get a survival check from everybody as you pile on to Talhin's ship and make your way?
Ooh, oh no.
Why?
It's not great, guys.
It's not great for me either.
Mint and Kadan and Malachi have advantage, as you've been on boat. You've been on boats for a long time now.
Much better.
22.
22.
Wait,
Okay.
what are we rolling for? Sorry.
Survival.
Oh, survival.
See,
I got a 6.
see how
20.
well you fare.
I went
I
from a
got a
natural 1
6.
to a 16.
Okay.
I got 18.
13.
Everyone's real. Magnus, what's yours?
10.
Everyone's real good except the holy folk, as Magnus and Uno are very ill, and you throw up most of the shrimp that you ate.
Oh, so sad.
Would you trust? Would you trust Talhin to take you somewhere for supplies, or would you try to suggest somewhere? Because if not, she'll just take you to the nearest port.
Interesting.
What is the nearest port?
The nearest port is Torgora.
I wouldn't know because we have like a strict we can't board we can't port anywhere, right?
You so with the Wayward Sun, you can only port certain places that you have fake documents to. Most of them are non-coalition towns. But with Talhin's ship, it's her boarding document, so she can, as a merchant, board anywhere.
Okay, so have I ever been to this place?
Torgora? Not really. You've heard of it. It's like a kind of a coastal town that was dealt with awful flooding. Whenever the tide came in, everybody would lose everything. And a bunch of wizards, about 100 years ago, said fuck it. A bunch of druids about 100 years ago said fuck it and raised the island out of the water. So now it's like a big cliff island. But it's nothing you've heard out of the ordinary. It's just a port town.
Did Mint end up reading when she was looking through the old navigation books? Did she read of any place that would be good for supplies?
Torgora has a good kind of spread of supplies with farms, different shops and vendors, but it's very simple. However, it being simpler, it is kind of out of the coalition's reach, so you're not going to deal with an abundance of pirate hunters or an abundance of coalition soldiers roaming around.
Okay.
Even if it is coalition run, not that you've found any note on it, you're not going to be dealing with kind of a strict regime where they're checking everybody who's on the ship, giving their fucking papers over, and yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, your Tagora is probably going to be your kind of more even spread. You also know that there is Soren, and then there's a couple other villages, but they have less to give. Soren's a city, but it is it has much stricter docking laws.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tagora it is.
All right. As you all make your way there, it takes about a day and a half's journey to get to Tagora, to which Magnus and Uno, you are sick the entire time.
I did cast Lesser Restoration.
I was about to say.
Oh,
with the Lesser Restoration.
Okay, with the Lesser Restoration, you kind of do recede some of those symptoms. You're not feeling great. That kind of lingering I threw up kind of state that you're in, but you're definitely you're no longer ill and don't have any like negative effects.
How many days have we been together, like as a party?
A week? I don't even know.
Okay, hold on. 2 days to travel to the grotto, and then 2 days at the grotto, and then you're on like halfway through. You're basically just hitting like halfway through day 6. Yeah,
Guys, been a week. We're best friends.
best friends.
I was gonna say, you guys have never seen Uno laugh or smile, ever.
Only throw up.
And you were like, that's the most
Yeah.
emotion you got out of her was.
Yeah. Yeah.
I-
If she doesn't look angry, she just has a dead face.
So there's those people that like laugh without like any facial expression. How do you vomit without expression?
I don't know. That's a good question.
You just open your mouth and it falls out.
Yeah. When it first happens, Magnus is just like,
Oh shit.
Welcome to Tagora. Remember how I said I spent a long time building a map?
Wow. Holy moly.
damn.
Big map.
This is a
Oh
big
my
map.
God. It keeps going.
On this, okay, if you go off to the left, there is a compass and a dice tower. I'm putting a dice tower on every fucking map we have. That
Wait, where?
far off
Oh,
to
I
the
see
left.
it. It's to the south.
Big.
Damn.
You think I know directions?
I'm gonna
There's
drop
a
a
compass
dice.
in the bottom left.
Yeah. Kyle's name's kind of covering it up for me.
Yeah. North.
Oh, you can move it.
I see a
Neat.
boat.
I want to play like a video game.
Yeah.
Aren't we though?
Yeah, true.
I'm not here, BM.
Oh, are you not?
I'm once
think
again
it is.
non-existent. I blink in and out of existence.
Two do not exist.
Oh,
I too do.
wait.
So-
No, you all do. I just forgot to assign players.
I don't know where it is.
Dumasha. Hold on. I'll show everybody in a second here. Let me just give player permissions. Yeah, no, you're all here.
You saw that dock? Just go straight from the dock. Just like go right past the dock straight. Into the
Like,
water. Into the
Into
water.
the water?
Yeah.
And look to the
Way off on the
above the
coast.
sky, above the water.
You know, you may need to raise your green
Oh.
thing to see
Oh.
it too.
I see it.
I have my green thing at max right now.
How do I get higher? Oh,
Now I get
I
higher.
see.
Can we get much higher?
Can I throw a dice in there?
Yep. Go ahead.
I want to see it work.
So high.
So high. All right, you now do all exist. You were there. I just didn't give you player permission. There you go.
So which part did he roll in? Just
That's
where he
cool.
rolled
So you just
there?
you just roll on the top and then it rolls down.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
Yeah.
Very cool. As soon as I can, I step off the ship. Just no.
So yeah, welcome to Tagora. Or Torgora.
Torgora.
Torgora, yeah.
Torguta?
Tortuga.
Tortuga. This coastal cliffside town has its bustling and very varied hamlet that sports a number of farms, both for livestock as well as different types of vegetation and vegetables and things that they can be spread throughout the community, as well as sold to travelers. You do see some damages of some type of attack that has long since passed. The dock itself has seen much cannon fire and damage to the point where it's in the process of being rebuilt. You see a kind of large built-up stone section of the town that looks to be walled off with ramparts and kind of more of the not so much richer part of town, but like the actual town proper, where the focus and kind of center of the town being the hamlet outside the walls. Up on a large kind of cliff face overlooking the town, you see a tower-like manor that just kind of casts a shadow at certain points of the day over the farms below. As you step off the deck, or step off the deck of the ship immediately, Uno, you do see a city guardsman, as well as a small halfling kind of walking along with him with a number of scrolls in hand. Just some type of dock worker. Not paying attention to you specifically, but whoever they need to talk to, they're kind of keeping an eye out for. You would see Talene get up and out as she walks over, begins talking with them, handing over certain paperwork. There are a couple dock cats roaming around, yeah.
Hell yeah, I pet the cat.
You don't even smile when you see the cats?
No, I never smile. Never smile, never laugh, ever.
Jesus.
Talene hands over. You actually make a perception check. Or make a perception check. Fuck me, I can't talk.
Me?
Anybody who's watching this transaction go down.
Oh, God. Oh, that's pretty good.
Nat 20.
Oh, shit.
Unnatural 20.
Okay. The two of you would see she hands over the papers, and like kind of the papers all resting on her one hand, and then she kind of clasps it with her other hand and exchanges a small pouch that is obscured in all these documents, hands it to the dock worker, who kind of looks over. The harbor master takes the papers, hands it back, and doesn't have any pouch, kind of shoves something into his pocket. All right, whatever you need, we'll be here. Stay as long as you like. Don't cause any trouble. It looks like you got a bit of a full ship there, but the inn is in the center of town, and I think that's all you need. Be on with you. As he moves along, goes and kind of steps onto the ship. Goes and steps onto a smaller dock and begins talking to one of the workers. You see one of the city guardsmen just kind of follows him around at all times. Thorin stays on the boat, just kind of sits there and watching. Sinclair.
Thorin's with us.
Yeah, Thorin, Sinclair, Cicero are all with you.
Cicero.
Yes. Sinclair steps off of the interesting bigoted individual's boat. It was an awful time. Hope you all fared well. I thought I saw some chunks in the water. I have the list of things I need to pick up, so go about town, buy what you like, do what you want, make some money, stay out of trouble. All right, as Cicero hops down, I need to get myself. So, as he's just stretching aggressively and like mumbling, trying to talk, and like he continues, like you can all understand him, but he's I need and I'm off. As he starts walks with a bit of a strut as he walks down the dock, making his way into the town proper. Does anybody do anything? Go anywhere? What are you doing?
Explore.
Explore?
Just ask Sinclair.
Yeah.
So, what is our goal here? Where do we go first?
I need to gather supplies. I got to talk to the harbor master. For certain things, I need to talk to a few people throughout town. If you want to help out, actually, do you want to go see what livestock we can buy?
Livestock?
It might be easier if we buy like a pig live, bring it back, butcher it ourselves. There also might be work animals we could bring. If you're privy to horses and shit.
You want horses or like mule?
I don't need horses, but if you say like you want a horse, or you overheard Billy saying he's always wanted a fucking donkey, then you could buy him a donkey. It's all gonna go on the ship's funds, so buy what we need. It'll all go on one bill, and then we'll bring what we can back with us. As for other things I need, we need to find some good food. We need to find some type of defenses, if you can find some type of weaponsmith, or even if we could hire a blacksmith to come back with us, that would be perfect, but I don't believe that's going to be the situation. Yeah, anything you deem useful. If you're unsure that we have even need it, you can make the call, or just come find me. I'll probably make my way to the tavern in the center of town, or I'll be here. Sound good?
Okay, so that was livestock for slaughter and work animals. And what was the third thing, sorry?
We need like a blacksmith, or some for weapons. If you can get one to come back with us, great. If not, just hire him. We need some defenses made.
And you're going to be by yourself?
Yes, I'll be here. Thorin will come with me eventually.
Just be safe.
I'm always safe. I can handle myself, just because I have my nose in a book most of the time.
Didn't assume you couldn't.
But other than that, have your fun. Don't get too rowdy. I've heard things about Tagora's Tavern. It's a sight to be seen.
When Sinclair mentions about handling himself, does he have a weapon on him?
Not that you see.
Okay. Didn't think I could see one, so that's why I was curious.
Yeah, no, not that you see. You would have seen the flintlock on the table, and that's about it.
I have a map of this place?
This is the map.
This is the map. But no, you have no physical map now.
Okay.
Cicero is like halfway up the stairs, Malachi, and just like all right, you got this. Yeah, I'm fucking fine. Fucking.
How good would my ability be to make a map of a place?
You would need to get to a high point, like the big tower or something, in order to see everything. But you'd be able to draw one. It wouldn't be like a cartographer's map. It would be more of like a sketch of a place.
Alright. I'm just making a mental map of whatever landmarks.
You would see the dock workers. Malachi, what's your passive perception?
Oh, it is like 13 or something, I think.
You hear an absent
13. Oh. I look around.
up on the cliffs as you're making your way up the stairs. A number of crucified individuals.
Oh.
Different signs on some of them. Crimes. Piracy, mostly.
Oh.
Conspiracy to commit piracy. Does everybody else make their way up to the stairs? Cicero is still struggling. Like, he'll go up 2 steps and just...
When that gets to Cicero, just pick him up by the belt and just start carrying him.
All right.
Mint?
I'm waiting for everyone.
Yeah.
You should...
Just kind of trailing behind.
Okay.
Watching.
You all should be able to see the crucified people actually on the map.
I'm out kind of like at the top looking at all of them.
Are those coalition guards?
Those are specifically pirate hunters.
Oh.
If you these black armored guards that right here, if I ever have those on the map, those are pirate hunters, always. The Coalition Guard have a specific outfit, but the pirate hunters of the Coalition have their own uniform, and it is the black and silver accented armor with the kettle helmet and some type of varied colored cloak. They have varying armors as you get up into the different ranks, like the veteran looks a bit different and so on and so forth, but you haven't seen that yet.
I subtly, just draw everyone's attention to them. I don't say anything, I just sort of have everyone look and make sure they see that they're there.
You would have passed a couple down there as well that are just drinking at a table. They wouldn't pay any mind to you. But you would see the fort that they are building here as you make your way up the steps.
They don't stop me or anything?
Nope. As long as you don't walk into their area, they don't pay any mind to you.
Okay. Just making sure. I'm still carrying Cicero.
Would they recognize Kadan if he put a shirt on?
I don't know who that man is. That's not him. His nipples are covered.
Easy.
As you're just carrying Cicero, he's like, I don't know why you're carrying me. I could walk just fine.
You'll just look tired.
Is it normal to taste blood when you breathe? As you put him down, he kind of just
I just kind of reach down or kind of pat him on the shoulder. I'm like, it's okay. Us big folk have hard time going upstairs sometimes. Sometimes we just need.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard for me to go upstairs. I'm so fucking giant. It's taxing on me. You get it, right,
Well,
Giganticus? As he pats you on the lower thigh.
About the next time you help me up the stairs.
Okay, I'll definitely do that. As you make your way up, you're seeing the fort proper. They're slowly just kind of building their base of operations. A number of pirate hunters are leading what looks like townsfolk and other civilians in shackles. Their clothes tattered. They're clearly beaten and bruised, and they're leading them into a different sect of the camp. Along the tree line across from some of the homes, you see more crucified men and women of this town, shackled to these wooden posts that are stuck in the ground and just left out to starve. Some of them put out here already dead. Most of them died on the very cross they were put on. Those of you that are familiar with Lythandriel are familiar with this practice done by the armies of Lythandriel. Not specific to the pirate hunters, but definitely a staple of this nation and the way they deal with things.
I'm just quietly muttering prayers
armies
to
of the
myself
coalition,
as
sorry.
we pass them.
Okay. You would see guards standing outside of homes as others are... Poof, poof, poof. Open up! Order of the Coalition! Your home is being seized for use in the war effort! As people are beginning to slowly answer and kind of peek open the doors are kicked in, they're shoved to the ground, and anyone that resists is dragged out, shackled, and arrested for conspiracy against government.
Asa's gonna look back at Uno, and in her head, she's gonna hear, "I do not like this. What are they doing?"
I'll catch up to Austin. Well, he's way up there. I don't want to. I sort of actually just gently stop him. Not quite putting my hand on him, but just and I beckon Asta to lean down or kneel down so I can talk quietly to him.
He'll kneel down.
I don't like this either, Asta. There's a lot of cruel things, a lot of injustice in the world that unfortunately we can't really stop right now. My mentor told me some things just aren't possible, and as much as I, and I'm sure everyone else, would want to help these people, If we start a fight now on an island where we don't know, with not the rest of the crew and all separated from the rest of them, things would not go well.
He'll just kind of look up and like narrow his eyes at the guards, and in her head again, this just doesn't feel right. And he'll like
Because
shake.
it's not right. It isn't. And I touch my holy symbol. That's what this is for. That's what my vengeance is for. I will correct this all one day. I swear it.
He'll just nod and stand back up.
And as
He'll
you
keep walking ahead, but he'll just keep watching it as he goes.
Yeah. I'll watch,
As-
make sure the rest of the party catches up.
as you all kind of catch up together, seeing them seize the homes of these citizens of Torgora, and a small crowd beginning to gather, just watching their fellow townsfolk being rounded up and taken away, their livelihoods uprooted. Just another day within the coalition. This becoming a normalcy. That's where we're going to end it for tonight.
Bruh.
But then
Really testing me, aren't you?
you...
The world is a shit place.
Listen, the world is a fine place. The coalition's just real bad. Real authoritarian. Also, making crucifixion minis was a lot easier than I thought.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a nice touch.
Um,
In the grimdark universe of Edrich.
There's only
God.
crucifixion.
Who was the first to be crucified?
his name was Paylor Cristo. Anyway, thank you all for joining us. Thank you to these wonderful players for all that sweet RP goodness. We will be back next week now that we got OBS figured out and it stopped being a cuck. We'll be exploring this this here city and doing some tasks around the town, and you know, maybe some other things. Maybe the gang might find some trouble. Maybe not. Who knows? But this is a depth town with lots of secrets to hide. So we shall pick up next week. Nobody has anything to plug. Nobody has anything to say.
I got commissions open.
He has commissions open. So you want to throw your
Commission the man.
yeah, you commission him, pay him for sexy art, make him draw your hot people.
Well, I mean, I got it, yeah.
If you want to drop your link in the chat there, Adrian.
Okay.
And yeah, thank you to the two wonderful sponsors of the campaign, both Tabletop Witchy and Gamersubs. You can head over to gamersubs.com and get yourself some energy drinks. I'm not gonna plug too long about any of that. I don't even Gamersubs. I don't even know what my own thing is. There we go. And you can also head over to etsy.com/shop/tabletopwitchy for all your D&D, or sorry, all your tabletop non-specific game needs. And also, yeah, open D&D. Fuck the OGL. Fuck the bullshit that's going on right now. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
I'll pick a raid target and we'll fucking throw people at them.